that should be that. Let's fucking go. Alright, that should be that. Let's fucking go. Alright, I think it sounds okay. Let me know if there are issues. I got a new headset that isn't held together by duct tape. Oh. No duct tape. So, we'll see. Go away, beep, boop, boop, boop. What up, Iano? How you doing? So today we're doing King of the Hill. Land battle's pretty simple. I have a list on my Discord people can sign up for and stuff. But right now I'm just trying to find my opponent. Right, 1, 2, 3. Lobby's up. So pick a band is pretty simple. It's just pick one band 3. If you win, you can't play the same faction again. You know, so if you went on Nurgle, you can't just go Nurgle, and that's it, right? To start it off, I picked Greenskins because I love the green beans. And I think they are not doing so great recently. I didn't ban anything. My opponent decided to pick Vampire Coast. Would be a King of the Hill. It's like a person wins and they keep playing until they lose, and the person who beats them keeps playing until they lose. Yeah. Would join, but you won't blatantly rig the rules in my favor, so I can play Cathay twice. Yeah. Green beans versus the coast. What color scheme do I want? That's the important part. Ooh, I like Azag. Let's go Azag. Protesting this blatant lack of favoritism. Yeah, I am shit, I know. But I'm okay with being shit. Fighting the Vampire Coast. Could go Azag. On his mount with Spirit Leech, how much is he? Still 2k. That's a lot. That's a lot. Never mind that. Could unironically go Grimgor. Run down Gunnery Whites and Noctilus. Though he's not that cheap. I was gonna say, like, Andy's cheap, but he's not. Though I do need something to kill Noctilus. So I'll go Grimgor. And I don't know if that's a meme. Like, I don't think it's a meme. I think that's actually potentially a good decision. If I pair him with an Orc Shaman who can give him Fists of Gork in case it's Celostra. Yeah, Fists of Gork in case it's Celostra. So I can, get magic damage and punk some noobs. I don't need evasion on this guy. It's just gonna be zombies around him, so he'll be okay. Du Bois can make this happen. What up, Umbrella? Hey, Demoments. Best Green color game is the one that 3-click from the default. IDK what it is, but it's my favorite. Hold on, we'll go find it. Jesus, there's a lot of greenskins. Okay, there's the default. 1, 2, 3. It's the Leafcutters tribe. They're pretty good. Oh, well. I'm not going to tab all the way back through that to get back to what I was on, so I guess we're just doing this now. Which is fine. Green beans. Get some archers. Archers are generally good for the green beans. Versus the coast. The Vampire Coast. Squig herds, will they be good? I mean, for 350, it's hard to say they won't do good. Though the arm piercing is good against depth guard. Yeah, depth guard and crabs. Okay, a couple is fine. Couple's fine. I mean, what else do I even really want? Could get some cost-effective, chipper orc boys who just want to chop the front line. A couple chariots can be good versus coast. I played with them once and they just got massively trapped up and then murdered, but hopefully we don't let that happen. I have so much money and I don't know what to spend it on because I'm like, well, and I'm done. I got everything I wanted. Could do the goblin wolf chariots instead of the orc boar chariots. Maybe not. What kills anything? Like, I'm looking at this and it's like, I mean, I feel like I'm done with my build. What does any murdering? Black orcs? I feel like they could get torn apart by bombs. Maybe. I wonder how much bombs actually do to black orcs. I don't know. Because I want to get through his front line quickly. Some cavalry for dogs, mangy marauders. Mangy marauders are good. I found, like, basic greenskin cav is dog shit, though. Basic greenskin cav is god-awful. So I got the 2 ROR skirmish cav to help deal with dogs, but other than that, I don't know, because Orc Boar Biggins are just not going to have a job, so they're not worth it. With that, I guess we're upgrading the front line. All Orc Boy front line. Seems fine. And then I just kind of want more infantry. Is it bad to want black orcs? I mean, is it bad to want black orcs? I just like black. You know what? Fuck it. We're taking black orcs. You can't tell me what to do. Yeah, whatever. He's waited long enough on us. Fists of Gork and Brainburst to triple Wolf Rider Archer, no balls. Don't do drugs. Don't be like CA when they think of changes to the games. Bring a Doom Diver in Rocket's World. Wouldn't it just get outshot by cannons? Though I suppose cannons have been pretty trash recently, so maybe they'll be fine. I actually don't know. All Black Orcs all the time. Alright, so it looks like chat's not hating my decision. This matchup's tough, man. I used to just spam archers in it and it wasn't working towards the end of game 2, so now coming to game 3, I'm like, I need to do new stuff. And the main point is, like, as you saw, I ran into the problem of, I wish I had 40 unit slots. I don't wish I had more money. Or I got to the end, I'm like, well, I have 3,000 gold left in a 20 stack. Okay. I guess we'll just get some expensive units. What is vertically proximal my canines? Alright, alright. You said, what's up, my dogs? Anyone remember the player Gobbo King? I miss his videos. I know he existed. Now I know his YouTube channel got deleted. Hubby, I need help? What? With what? I hate not only your decision, but not also you. What up, Neckbet? I can't make ogres work? I just won his ogres yesterday. I will need a little bit more than that, though. What matchup are you having trouble with? Okay. I'm going to keep my skirmish cab together since I only have 2. I'll use them to help each other out. Enemy troop count is small. My initial reaction to that is good. Because I have archers and elite infantry, so I do okay into that kind of stuff. So we'll see. I'm going to position Gallo slightly forward in case his mortars just like auto-fire on him. Yeah, what matchup are you struggling in for the ogres? Because I've actually recently been having success on them. Not a ton of success, but success. Been doing well into Lizardmen. Against VC and Chaos? VC, you just have to ranged kite them. Iron Blaster, some lead belchers, maybe a scrap launcher. Man-eater pistols. Chaos is tougher, because Chaos is just going to halberd spam you, and then you can't do too much about it. That one I don't know, but the VC one, pretty confident in that answer. Anyway. So if we're going to have black orcs here to here, that means our orc boys want to be about here. Okay. Now I will have squigs, but they'll be protected by skirmish cav. Get Snick needs blood. Alright. Alrighty. Sir Groot is a newer-ish player in our community, but he has been playing a shit ton. He's been getting really good. It's just nice to see up-and-coming faces, but also I'm gonna get my shit kicked in by those up-and-coming faces, so... Fuck. Let's go. Sirens, depth guard, 1 mortar. Okay, I'm feeling alright about this, honestly. For now, let's walk over here. Got a job as Trump? What? I wish ogres had the equivalent of foot squires for Bretonia. At least lets you counter large anti-large infantry spam. Did they hotfix the healing bug, or does it cost without healing? They, as far as we could see, they fixed the bug. So we're just hoping that it's real. I did some minor tests when the hotfix released, but you know, extensive testing will just take time. But I set up all the same things I did to see the original bug in the first place, so it's like, well, seems fixed. We'll have to see. How close are we? Not very. Okay. I accept fire from 1 mortar on my way up. That's pretty fine. Grimgor, stay back. Just don't take free pistol shots. Those animated hulks, those are good targets for my skirmish cav, but we'll wait. Alright, we're pretty content to sit here and shoot with arrows. Fitzgork. You guys poke that. Just let the pistols counterfire you if you want to, that's fine. Boar chariots go in. Sirens are almost dead. Orc boar chariots go stop those gunners. You're just walking up. Okay. Grimgor, you have a target. Aside from that, we're doing okay. Yo, next! Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here! Alright. Let's move up, take care of these animated hogs. You! Next! You! God damn it! Oh, sorry. Sorry, I got aggressive. I go aggressive. Our micro is slow, and so is our brain. Get over there. Ah! Those are depth guard. You guys are gonna have to split up. That's Pit of Shades, but oh well. Lamprey's Revenge doing Lamprey's Revenge things. Okay, Spider Riders are taking that shot. Oops. Didn't realize those were selected too. Okay, you guys just go fight it for a bit. We have chariots running over stuff. You guys, oh, we have a law. Okay, laws exist. That's fine. You guys fall back. You guys try and fall back. You guys do this. The wall bug is still there where they say was ready when it's not ready. That's sad. Okay, all of you go get that. You guys are still doing this. A lot of archers have died. But a lot of their stuff has died, so hooray. Grimgor is currently being bombed. Alright, Grimgor, if you can get free, please get free. Come kill this guy. These guys are all dying. We have archers trying to get freed up. These archers are all dead. Do we have any sleepies? Oh, sleepies! 4 chariots, keep moving. I'm gonna give those guys that buff because it also buffs their melee attack and melee defense, not just the magic damage. I know the magic damage doesn't do any more versus Depth Guard or anything. We're just fighting. Animated Hulks are gonna die eventually. So these pistol mobs. You guys turn off your melee mode and shoot those things. Squig Herd. Squig Herd, go charge his Depth Guard. Other Squig Herd, where are we at? Come back here. Grimgor was chopping. I forgot my Orc Boars in melee with Depth Guard again, because I am fucking trash, but we're feeling okay. Oh, I'm Grimgor! Fuck you! Green Bean Prime is gonna have to fight his way out of a bad situation here. Alright, Depth Guard are leaving. I must have stand your ground. Okay. Grimgor is still fighting. Alright, Grimgor's running. Just fine. He should probably just run for safety and try not to die. Which is an easier thing said than done, but alright. You guys got a good cycle charge in, now run away. Animated Hulks are dying as slowly as possible. Grimgor is gonna live. You guys get a charge over here. Archers keep shooting at stuff. Black Orcs keep chopping. You guys being serious right now? Fuck him. Depth Guard. Crumbling, stop being a joke. All my archers are now going to be in a group. They're all going to come with me. Yep, they killed Grimgor. Rip. Thought he would take a lot longer to die. I think the Lamprey's Revenge are going to be able to just kill everything at this point. Yeah, probably. We're doing pretty good damage to the Lamprey's Revenge, but I just don't know that it's gonna matter. Don't want to retreat with these goblins because they're slower and they're just gonna get run down no matter what. Morgrims are now out of ammo, so they can charge in. And then charge out. Grimgor did worse than I would have thought against Noctilus and the crabs. Where are you going? Why aren't you running away the direction I told you to? Is skirmish mode being silly? Oh, we got Black Orcs back. Alright, rest them up. Feeling pretty good about getting rid of the Lamprey's Revenge. There's a wild pistol summon you gotta deal with. Hashtag crumbling's not a joke. Hashtag crumbling's very real. Alright, heal cap to Lamprey's Revenge. Archer's still shooting them. Crumbling is still extremely real. Just the realest thing you've ever seen. Pistol mob, go get that. Crumbling is still very real. It's a very real mechanic that is happening in front of all of our eyes. There we go. Fucking Lamprey's Revenge is finally dead. Busy finishing off this. Archers shoot Noctilus. Archers shoot Noctilus. You run around. You have no winds of magic left, so no more Fists of Gork for you, little buddy. Whee! How long on their summon? 10 seconds? Okay. Archers, shoot him! Pew pew! Where's the scrap? Shoot them! Smash them! Crumbling is still very real, even on summons. There we go. Alright. Archers are still shooting that guy. You guys are coming with me. You guys are coming with me. You also have a little bit of ammo. So let's all just shoot him. Yeah, and these guys have regen. How's it going, Cuden? Good. Good. We're just shooting at Noctilus. Usual. The usual. Yeah, Grimgor was still disappointing, my friend Rusty. Run! 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 Kind of want these Orc Armor boys to go fight him because there's like a shitload of them. But I want them to use the last of their ammo first. Where's Megan Hummus at work? And that's reminding me to tune into the stream. Smart. That's smart right there. Yeah, they use the last of their shots. Orc Armor boys, surround him! With your 23-14 melee stats, he has 60 melee defense. That might be a tough ask. Get him! Get him! Get him! Roar! 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 Poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke, poke. Run away! Run away! Cycle charge! Run away! It's all up to you, Orc Shaman. It's all up to you, Orc Shaman! Hit him! Uh-oh, Noctilus hit the Orc Shaman. That's real bad. No! No! Orc Shaman! Kick his ass! Get him, Orc Shaman! Get him! Yeah! Beat him up! Yeah! Get him! Yeah! Get him! Yeah! Kick his ass! Yeah! Get him! Get him! Yeah! You don't have another fucking summon. You don't. You do not. I deny this. Alright, these archers aren't going to shoot anyway, so just go get them. Okay, so spiders are going to stop these pistols from shooting. And then they're going to come back and attack Noctilus. No! No, they're breaking! Why are you breaking? No! 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 Ah, damn. GG. Nocti is the best. Fleet Admiral also kind of good. Yeah, Nocti is the best. I thought Grimgor could beat his ass, but he didn't. And that was a fucking shame. So Grimgor was a mistake. But oh well. Archers did great. Orc boys did fine. Squig hoppers did fine. Chariots did fine. Like, everything did pretty well except for Grimgor. Yeah, I should just, like, combine Grimgor and the Orc Shaman. So, like, get rid of them, get... If I really want Orc Shaman, just get Wurzag. Oh, but he could get Spirit Leeched, I suppose. Yeah. Grimgor's poop, as per usual. Alright, there's chat mostly. Nocti's bet, that was pretty good. I think the Dancing Man is the way to go, probably. Grimgor's just too sad. Alright, so Cuden can't play, so it's Dr. Jellyfish. And I'll update the King of the Hill list. Boop. Grimgor was a mistake, you're right, but the writers at Game Workshop can't be perfect. Got him. I don't know, he got mucked up in zombies a lot, but then when he finally got in the fight he wanted, he lost it, where it's like, alright dude, you're fighting Count Noctilus, you either didn't hit him, or when you finally did hit him, you were surrounded by crabs, and it's like, alright, well, Noctilus and a bunch of crabs versus Grimgor and a bunch of Black Orcs will be alright, right? And then the Black Orcs routed, and then Grimgor got killed, and it was like, oh, okay. Grimgor just makes me sad. So, Sir Groot, being on the hill, now picked Warriors of Chaos, banning Dwarves, Vampire Counts, and Warriors of Chaos. Dude, real talk though, that was crumbling post-crumbling nerf. That's the nerfed crumbling, ladies and gentlemen. Well, like, I guess... buffed crumbling, but it's a nerf to any factions that crumble. It's still a fucking joke. The fact that it just had to kill everything, even though it was crumbling, it's like, okay. You have Depth Guard with 100 HP and they're crumbling. Cool, continue shooting them, nerd, because otherwise they're going to kill all your archers, because crumbling's not real. It's so fucking annoying. There was a patch. It was just a hot fix. It fixed the vampire counts bug, slash undead bug in general, where reviving stuff made it super healy. This is the best of 3 King of the Hill? No, neckbent, you silly. Yeah. Demonic instability is maybe a little too fast in my opinion, but crumbling is such a goddamn joke. I hate it. Grimgor losing to Noctilus. What is this bullshit? So Warriors of Chaos versus, I don't know. Jellyfish is currently thinking. I don't think he's going to go Bretonnia. That's a really bad matchup. Yeah, I don't know. I played Warriors of Chaos the other day. What's super fun is with Be'lakor and Sigvald nerfed, and they're still fine. But even if you fully nerfed them into the dirt, Archaon is still fucking busted. So it's fun that they have a third tier OP Lord that you never see because he's not OP enough. But he's waiting down there. Overpowered as fuck. I was playing Yuumi. It was Bretonnia versus Warriors of Chaos, and Archaon got 4,400 value. Yuumi got him down to 300 health, and he still didn't break because, I guess, reasons. Leadership's too high in this game, man. They either need to rework it because there's something behind the scenes going wrong, or if you're just fine with whatever behind the scenes is going wrong being wrong, then they should probably change leadership just to give, like, everyone in the game, like, minus 10 across the board. And, like, you know, I'm sure you're going to be like, that's stupid and whatever, but, like, you get my point, is that we either need leadership nerfs across the board or need to fix whatever on the back end is going wrong to keep giving... I've shown it in multiple videos, but, like, stuff in melee combat will occasionally, just for no reason, get charging bonus. Like, just because. And it's not even just like, yeah, Dragon Mounts do that, okay? It happens on the Tzeentch Lord. It happens on Skarbrand. I saw it happen on a fucking Longma rider. The ROR Longma rider, I made a video about them. I don't think it's come out yet. But they get charging every so often while in melee. So, like, their leadership, while 15 leadership is just coming and going based on, like, charging while in melee, that's really goddamn annoying. But just in general, in Warhammer 3, like, nothing breaks unless you're specifically a low leadership faction. But anybody with moderate to high leadership is essentially unbreakable. It just gets really old. I take Archaon every time instead of Be'lakor or Ziggy. Archie's really good. I just got Sigvald really with 100 HP, so stupid. Oh, Sigvald Rally, yeah. Leadership doesn't seem to be working for the Greenskins. Like, Cool Umbrella, yeah. The only factions that feel like they have a leadership mechanic are the ones that are supposed to have low leadership, and they feel like they have low leadership. But if you have moderate to high leadership as your faction identity, you're pseudo-unbreakable. Ha! Son of Kieran and I like that. That's pretty good. I think the low leadership factions feel how they should. Maybe break a little faster. In particular, Skaven. And I know that sounds weird, but bear with me. I was playing with somebody. I honestly forget who, but I think it was Tranchit. I don't remember. But I was playing Wood Elves versus Skaven. I was a Skaven. And his 550 gold Eternal Guard was fighting a Skaven slave over in the corner. And it was there for legitimately 5 minutes. Because the game was 6 minutes long, and they met at a minute, and they were still fighting when the end screen came up. It was ridiculous. And the thing wasn't that the Eternal Guard were losing. They just weren't killing the Skaven slaves fast enough. So the Skaven slaves just had plenty of leadership. And they fought to like 1/6 of their HP. And then the game ended. And it's like... okay. These Skaven slaves should break a lot faster. And I have noticed that like the meta for Skaven at the end of Warhammer 2 was to mix your frontline clan rats and Skaven slaves. Otherwise it would break too quickly. And in Warhammer 3, the meta for Skaven has kind of gone back to all Skaven slaves. Unless you have the money for clan rats. Like, you're fine with all Skaven slaves, whereas Warhammer 2, that was a risk. And it's largely due to that, like, ultra unit size thing, where they just don't break very quickly. They just sit there, and it's like, okay, well. Clan rats sometimes even break quicker because they're more clustered together, so more models can hit them quicker, and then they'll actually break. Because I think the best example of it was when there's a video that I know is out of Khorne. The video is like called Why Khorne Sucks, or something, and it was watching, while I was talking about Khorne in general, it was watching a Fleshhound fight a Skaven slave. The Fleshhound gets a rear charge on the Skaven slave and fights it for at least 45 seconds before the Skaven slave routes, which is obscene. Like, I mean, 45 seconds sounds like not a lot, but in this type of game, it is a long time for a unit of 4 times the gold value to break something that's supposedly low leadership that it hit from behind and is a ranged unit. So I don't know. Something about ultra unit size, or just the way the game is coded right now, leadership is all too high across the board, in my opinion. Kids live in the corner, just ignoring breaking for half a minute, rallying afterwards. Yeah, Coops. But that's different. That's a design choice. Whether it's a good design choice or a bad design choice is not the point. It's a design choice. And while I disagree with it, like I'm saying, like in Warhammer 2, Skaven felt like a low leadership faction. And in Warhammer 3, they feel like leadership faction. Like everybody took a step up. So Skaven are like used to be shit leadership, and now they're just like bad leadership. I hope that made sense. Because like the high leadership factions might as well be unbreakable. Undead with their crumbling, but also they got a leadership buff, right? But like dwarves, Cathay, Kislev, as you pointed out, they might as well be unbreakable at the current state of the game, because you just have to kill every single goddamn model. But human boy, I once shattered a Kossar unit with 3 models left. They're not unbreakable. Missing the forest for the trees. You're missing for the forest for the trees on this argument. A literal example of a unit shattering is not my point. My point is everything has too high leadership. Take 5 off all faction leadership except greenskins would be a fun test, yeah. Can we have a tourney with large unit size? I can put up a poll. I mean, we could do a tourney, yeah, probably in December, because I'm going to be busy with November for playoffs and Warhammer World Cup shit. But there was a poll that said we should stay on Ultra because that's what the game's going to be balanced around. But I would be curious to feel how large does. Dwarves for sure seem to fight to like 100 HP. Shock damage to break things just fine. Yeah. All right. Sir Groot. So it's, yeah. I changed the thing. It's not Groot versus Groot. It's Groot is the current king of the hill, and he's also got the highest score of all the kings because he's the only one. So then when Groot falls off the hill, it'll be like, Sir Groot has like 3, and then I'll post who's ever actually on the hill. So, Sir Groot picked Chaos. He has Archaon with Spirit Leech and Burning Head, a backline of Forsaken, a front line of Marauders mixed in with Chaos Warriors, 4 Marauder Horsemasters, and 4 Hellstriders of Slaanesh. Nerfed, by the way. Added 50 gold to him. Easy. Easy. Game's fixed. Balance is easy. God damn it, CA. On the other side, Dark Elves for Dr. Jellyfish. Double Scourge Running Chariot. Malekith on his Cold One mount with Soulstealer. Canadian Assassin with Soulstealer. And Assassin's Trophy. Human Boy, that's not Soulstealer! It's like the same exact spell, except it doesn't heal him and it does a slow instead. My bad. It's Soulstealer. It's not It's Soulstealer. Triple Blackheart Corsairs with Hambos, quadruple Bleak Swords, Dread Spears, 1 Witch Elf, and 2 Cold One Dread Knights. Soulstealer. It says it's Web of Shadows, it's an entirely different thing! It's Soulstealer. Soulstealer does slightly more damage, that's exciting. You involved with Warhammer World Cup? That's Dom, right? Yeah. I'm hosting some of their qualifiers. So here's the thing. 1, I don't hate Dom. 2, the reason I don't ever cast Dom stuff is 1, I don't find it particularly interesting to watch, so I don't feel super excited when I cast it. But also a big thing is my viewership is really shit whenever I cover Dom. So I was thinking that we could do the Warhammer World Cup qualifiers, which is literally the biggest Dom event that there could possibly be. And if my viewership still sucks ass when I'm doing it, then I can just write off Dom and say, all right, we're just not doing it. Like, it just doesn't do my channel any favors. But Warhammer World Cup and Warhammer 2 did a ton of stuff for a lot of people's channels. I know Valkanos blew up. I think Logic got a pretty good following from it, so definitely worth a shot. But the viewership has been a big struggle for me. Whenever I host a Dom event, like, a lot of people don't show up. We got a decent number of players, not a lot of viewers. I like Archie's mixed lore, but I miss Firecloak for him. Yeah. Still enjoy that meme. Son of Kieran, it's a good meme. Alrighty, we're off. Scourge Run Chariots showing Horsemasters what's up, like, really bad. That was a lot of damage, Jesus. And Chaos realizing they're gonna have to get involved in the melee, because they won't win the skirmish, versus 2 Scourge Runners and 3 Black Arquecer Hambos. Lesson learned, nobody watches Dom vids. Heh. Nobody does. Nobody fucking does. I give you my word, I won't be watching any Dom. I wonder if Warhammer World Cup will improve my viewership. Meanwhile, all my viewers, yeah, fuck you, I'm not watching anymore. Alright. Big charge for the Scourge Runner Chariots. All the mass is not nearby the infantry to save them at all, so the Scourge Runners are just going to get free shots onto the Marauders and back off. That's a pretty nice thing to do if the enemy cavalry is either too scared of you to fight or on your flanks. Can do that. Black Corsairs with Hambos are just chilling in the front line. They're going to want to back up soon, otherwise I don't know why they were taken. You could just take Black Corsairs with the dual swords for less money. If you're just going to have them be a frontline units, they do need to pull back. Cold and Dread Knights do get caught napping as the Hellstriders and Slaanesh are going to get a side and rear charge onto them, giving them a big boost from their Mark of Slaanesh thing? No, they don't have the flank charge. Okay, interesting. I think that's if they're on the Warriors of Chaos, they don't get it. Oh well. Still, good to get a charge unopposed. You can see that they're trading up in damage versus a unit that's like twice as expensive because they got a rear charge, so... If you have cavalry sitting still that get charged, doesn't really matter how good they are, they're going to lose that fight in most cases. Big old swamp is occurring, and Archaon is beelining it straight for Malekith. Standard ground is popped from Malekith, though. That'll help his Cold and Dread Knights weather the storm a little bit more, and I think that's a Soul Stealer. That is a Soul Stealer, but Malekith's getting his ass handed to him by Archaon. Did I mention that Archaon might be fucking nuts? Did I mention he might be fucking nuts? 870 armor-piercing weapon damage, just going to town, almost 3 shots Malekith. Meanwhile, he also has an Assassin's Trophy on him, and Archaon is fucking nuts. Warriors of Chaos, I hate you, you're stupid, you're a stupid dumb faction, and I didn't like you even when you were just good. Now you're broken OP, fucking Archaon sitting there like, oh, you didn't pick Sigvald or Be'lakor? Don't worry, we still have OP broken-ass shit for you to play with. But anyway, not salty. Warriors of Chaos bounced. Yeah, Cold and Dread Knights are all getting mega fucked up. Now that was a good play from Sir Groot, and Dark Jellyfish got caught napping a little bit, so his units got charged rather than getting a counter charge. That was like a mistake. Hellstriders wouldn't normally be trading this great versus Cold and Dread Knights, but the point still remains that fucking busted. What? God, this thing in my throat is just bothering me. Things are looking a little rough for the Dark Elves. Their front line got overwhelmed by Chaos Warriors and Marauders overall. There's still some pockets of resistance, but for the large part, Chaos just blew through this, and now they have 4 Skirmish Cav uncontested, and there's some Scourge Runners trying to fight back, but Hellstriders will catch them in melee. Hellstriders will trade up here, and meanwhile, those these Marauder Horsemasters can just tee off onto the Cold and Dread Knights who are still trying to keep Archaon away from Malekith. It's looking pretty Chaos favored at this point. Back off to work. Good luck with the rest of the stream. If dwarves appear, I hope they all die. Bye, Copes. Hi, Cyrus. Only demon units have devastating flanker. I see. I had him beat Kugath the other day. Archaon? I wonder. It might be an RNG thing. I remember a lot of tests I did, Kugath would beat anybody, even buffed Archaon, but it depends. Now, Archaon being like 500 v1 in the middle of this blob is a bit of a problem. Now he's rampaging, he has Assassin's Trophy on him, and he will finally break as he gets the shit kicked out of him. So while he is very strong, you can't just leave him in the middle of armor-piercing large knights, an assassin, and a decent duelist in Malekith. So Archaon might actually just straight up die. It looks like he is going to. And from there, Chaos might have a trouble closing out this game. Their Skirmish Cav is really not throwing a ton, which is distressing for Sir Groot, I'm sure. I have this problem with Skirmish Cav all the time, which is generally why I don't like using them, where they just like sit around and don't throw. Archaon died from the assassin's the Web of Shadows, and now more units are getting rampaged and drawn into the Web of Shadows. They also take a ton of damage. Dark Elves pull ahead on the balance of power, and we have a mass break about to occur. With that, all of a sudden, Chaos went from a dominant position to losing. Archaon getting stuck like that was a tragedy. Yeah, and these Marauder Horsemasters just weren't throwing. I don't know if he had Fire at Will off or what was going on, but they had this perfect position on the Cold One Dread Knights. They got attack orders and just didn't throw. So that was pretty huge. Hellstriders tried to carry the game on their little Hellstrider backs, but they couldn't. And the Marauder Horsemasters were like, please, boss, we promised. We tried to throw. And Archaon's going to beat the shit out of him when he gets home. Malekith did just fine. Assassin did just fine. Handbows did okay, but the Witch Elves rampaging stuff did great. Scourge Runners did fine. And the Colton Dread Knights helped kill Archaon, so they did fine. Every unit there stands occasionally doing nothing. It's not exclusive to Skirmish Cav. Yeah. I will say, when he got a full surround, the full surround and they didn't throw was pretty fucked up. All right, who's next? You need Guillama. What's your arm day routine? Picking up women. No. I don't know. I got a pretty picture on one of my arms. Look at it. It's got leaves on it. I don't know, man. I work out 5 days a week. Monday, pecs and biceps. Tuesdays, inner shoulder, outer shoulder, and legs. Wednesday, biceps, triceps is today. So I'll do that after the stream. Thursday, pecs and triceps. And then Friday, shoulders, legs. Stretch every day. Cardio 3 times a week. Depends on my schedule. A lot of my cardio goes into running the dog. See, now it's not going to be a group versus group mirror, because now it's Dr. Jellyfish is the current king at 1, and then Groot's going to stay over there at 1. You can see that they're tied, so if Jelly wins this one, he'll take the highest spot. But for now, it's not a mirror match. Map. Let's go with Southern Chaos Wastes. All right, Scroot is out, and Solo Spaghetto wants in. Okay. Guillama's here? Meant Marauder Cav. Ooh, whoa, what's happening? Demon units and marked units have devastating flanker. Devoted units do not. It's kind of stupid. Oh, yeah, that is stupid. Why not? Human boy has leaf tattoos. He's a Wood Elf main. No back day? No. I kind of do back stuff with shoulders. Like I do rows and pull-ups. And I do lower back stuff when I do abs, which is Monday and Friday. If that's what you mean by back stuff, Booj. I think it's justifiable to skip back day. No. While they set up, I thought I told them the map. Oh, I'm the host now? Oh, I'm the host now. They made the spectator the host? That's fucked. All right. Anyway. I have a lot of house plants behind me is why I have a plant on my arm. You can see behind me here. Boom. All right. More by the window. And I do gardening whenever it's not winter outside. So then the tattoo is leaves running down my arm. And it has a couple things in there that's important to me. And like, it's nerdy shit, of course, because I'm a fucking nerd. But like, a shield, because of most RPGs I play tanks. It's my favorite role. Like, I just love being unkillable. A cross, because I'm mildly religious. If you have a problem with that, doesn't affect you. All right. I'm allowed to be religious if I want to be. I don't impose it on anybody else. Anyway, I just know some people get upset with that for some reason. Feather pen, because I like writing, though nobody likes reading my books. And then dice, because I really like tabletop games and shit. Like board games and whatever. And then there's room in there for like when I have kids and stuff. I think like when my kid gets old enough, right? I'm not going to do it when they're a baby because I don't know what their fucking life is going to be. But when my kid gets old enough to have like a consistent hobby that they like, I know they're going to do for the rest of their life. Like, you know, I don't know, like they get a job or something. I'll throw something up here for one of my kids. There's other space for other ones where I can expand it. But yeah, so it's like, you know, stuff that's important in my life is going to be in there, and I can extend it down my arm if I need more space. You need to get an indoor palm and name it Carl Franz. Ha! I like that one. Gardening Minnesota is like, what, 2 months out of the year? Closer than you might think. It's pretty rough. It is pretty rough, I'll say that. Dr. Jellyfish went dwarves, banned dark elves, high elves, and Skaven. Guillama went wood elves. This matchup can be really boring to watch, or it can be kind of exciting, depending on how the wood elf player wants to play it. The dwarves are going to play it the same way, no matter what, but if the wood elves try to kite the dwarves, you're in for a long ride. If the wood elves like try infantry and cav rush, it can be pretty exciting and short. Overall, I'd say this is dwarf favored, especially since Warhammer 3. I think if both players are perfect, it favors the wood elves. But people aren't perfect, and they get punished a lot more for their mistakes than the dwarves do. We start the plants indoors in January under grow lights and plant in June. Meanwhile, a Japanese person knowing damn well if I ever got a flower tattoo, I'm to be banned from public spaces. Yeah, tattoos are kind of weird, right? I think my brother got one while he was in Japan, but he was telling me some stuff about it that I'm scared to repeat in case I get it wrong because I don't live in Japan, so I don't know the cultural stuff there. But he was saying some of it's like if you have tattoos, you're like associated with being a criminal. Like it's not like it's illegal to be one, but it's like, ooh, only like criminals and bad people get tattoos. But that is a thing I heard from someone who was in Japan, and I heard it 2 or 3 years ago, or even 4 years ago at this point. So that could be incorrect. Hawk Riders to kill gyros, let's go. Easy. Easy. Though if your dwarves taking gyrocopters into a faction that has some of the most armor-piercing missiles in the entire game, you got other shit going on. You're gonna have a bad time for entirely different reasons than Hawk Riders. Foreigners are allowed to have tattoos? I see. Is it illegal to be a criminal? Nah. Nah, dude. If you want to go to the public bathhouse and stuff, there are separate baths for people with tattoos. I get a private bath. Sweet! Look who took a lunch break from work, and Hume Boy streaming King of Hill without me. The pain. Black Knight, I announced it. You're able to join if you want to. Jellyfish has 0 gold. We'll see if... Oh, he sold some stuff. Oh, he sold a lot of stuff. Oh god, he sold everything. He's restarting his build. Alright. See you guys in an hour and a half. Dwarf players, why do you take so long to build builds? Just grab the tankiest boys, put them in the front. End of build. Alright, 10 seconds, then I kick Dr. Jellyfish out of the game. Permanently. Kick him out of the Discord, too. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Get him out of here! Oh my god! No, actually, though, he needs to hurry up. I typed to him, said like 10 seconds more on build. Because this is getting ridiculous. I'm just watching him replace units with the same units over and over again. And it's like, that is a miner with blasting charges. You're a dwarf player. You know what that unit does. You know whether you want it or not. Let's go. Alright, we're in. My cat has activated zoom mode and is now the speed force. Good. There are like 5 dwarf units and all of them are the same. Yeah. Now let's see if this game's gonna have that bug where the host, since I'm hosting, it's gonna instant crash and take us to the lobby and then both players will be readied up and it can't start. Oh my god, it's starting. Jiminy Christmas. It's a miner with blasting charges, you want it. Always. Yeah. Like, I understand people need to take time on their builds. Like, I get that. But there is... You know, there's a compromise between like keeping the stream moving and giving you enough time to build your build. And at that point, when it's just like miner with blasting charge and a ranger, sell them both. Bugman's ranger, sell that. Miner with blasting charge as a ranger, sell that. Bugman's ranger, sell that. Miner with blasting charge as a ranger. I'm like, come on, come on. All right. So sad I lost, but happy I won at least once. Sir Groots, you did great. I think it'd be cool to have a speed chest best of 3. You only get 5 minutes total, and clock stops at the end of each build. Ooh. Alright. Let's fucking go. Dwarves, how many range units do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Perfect. Dr. Jellyfish knows exactly how many range units he's allowed to have. On the other side... Deepwood Scouts. Yeah, we'll cover them while the dwarves are rejiggering. Triple Deepwood Scout. 2 Glade Riders with Spears. The Lost Sylvan Knights are extremely good in this matchup. Their magic damage is no longer a nerf against the dwarves, so they just get full armor-piercing magic damage, Frostbite, Frenzy. They get it all. They're a great unit here. And dwarves don't have the best magic damage to stop them, so Lost Sylvan Knights are almost always a must into the dwarves. And I'm sure some Wood Elf mains will tell me that I'm wrong for various reasons, but I'm doing my best out here, man. I'm shit at the Wood Elves, so just give me a break. Give me a break. Double Glade Guard, Triple Glade Guard, and we have the Wardens of Sithril. Anti-Large, Armor Piercing, Armor Sundering. All of that is great, except for the Anti-Large, but if there's Thoric, you need to kill him somehow, so it's okay. We have Chill Wind as the only spell! Okay, Guillaume. All right, I don't even hate it. I don't even hate it. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. 100% Armor Piercing. Tiny winds of magic cost, you can pound it out over and over again. The only thing I don't like about it, Mr. Guillaume, is if you're going to take an easily spammable spell like this, probably take the lore passive. Almost no matter what it is, if you have only a cheap spammable spell that you're going to be just using over and over again, the lore passive is going to get its weight back in gold. So for sure, do that. I think Sylvans are bad versus Dwarf. God damn it, Loopy. All right. Interesting to see Rangers instead of Quarrelers in the matchup. Yeah. Let's smack some knife ears. Okay. For the dwarves who look like they're set up now, Dr. Jellyfish is an OG dwarf player. He's been playing dwarves since before I was born. So I'm sure he is comfortable in this matchup. We have Dwarf Warriors, Warriors Dragonfire Pass, Dwarf Warriors, triple minus blast and charges with a 4th in the back. Dwarf Warriors as well, triple Rangers, triple Bugman's Rangers, double Bolt Throwers, and 2 Slayers. And then he has a basic Rune Lord on the ground with Rune of Wrath and Rune of Slowness, and Rune of Breaking. There's 2 things I want to comment on here. One is the Rangers versus Quarrelers. Rangers are all stocked, so if you're fighting triple Way Watchers, the triple Way Watchers can't see the Rangers, and they can't shoot them. So they lose, what they lose is their armor. Wood Elves are probably going to have armor-piercing missiles anyway, so it's like not really a big deal that you don't have as much armor. And then their stock will help them with Way Watchers, right? And the only other thing I wanted to say is I noticed a lot of good Dwarf players do this, is they have one or two of their minus of blasting charges in reserve. So that like later in the game you walk up, because everybody's ready. Doesn't mean you can do it. It's very hard to do it correctly, but everybody's ready to try and dodge the minus of blasting charges in the start of the game. It's in the late game when everything's all like fucked, and a random minus blast charges just walks up to the Warden of Sithril and you're not really paying attention, they just nuke him down. I don't know. That could be so much more worth it than having like all of them on the front line, because he has 3 out of his 4 on the front line. Don't say that Doom, the LS, Loth and Seaguar haters will crucify you. Oh, I see. What has magic damage on the Dahlia roster? The Hammerer's ROR has magic damage. Thoric has magic damage. And I'm thinking something else, but at the moment it eludes me. Only 55% resist. Yeah. But they do a lot of damage on the charge. They don't take a ton if you cycle charge them effectively. I've seen the Lost Sylvan Guard carry an entire game versus Dwarves. They're really fucking annoying. They've also carried an entire game versus Skaven. Alright. So Deepwood Scouts are trying to trade with Dwarves, but they do have to get in range of the Quarrelers and Rangers, sorry, the Bugman's Rangers and Rangers counterfire, and then they're outnumbered like 2 or 3 to 1, so they're just not enjoying it at all. So if the Wood Elves aren't dodging while they fire, then they're going to take more damage than the Dwarves, which is why I mentioned at the start that this matchup, I think, is probably Dwarf favored, unless the Wood Elf player is just miles ahead of the other player micro-wise. Because any mistakes like this are just so punishing. We've already lost Deepwood Scout, another one's severely injured, another one's severely injured. And Cav are starting to move up now, but I don't know what they're going to be able to do. Glade Riders or Spears will not get a lot of damage done, not even to just Rangers, because 40 armor and 26 melee defense is still a pretty good amount for a ranged unit. 70 to 55 isn't super bad, methinks. All Hammers have it now? Gromby has it too? Alright, so all Hammers have it. Nice. Why do Graveguard have magic damage? Like, of all the undead buffs, why that one? Whoever buffed undead going into game 3, oh, they need to have a fucking talk with their supervisor. Manfred Big Dick Full Head of Hair 493. Manfred Big Dick Full Head of Hair 493, please report to my office. Hi, you were in charge of vampire counts balancing, and it appears there was some favoritism. Now, we don't really appreciate favoritism when it comes to buffs. Can you explain yourself? And it's like this emo kid with this, like, you know, Twilight shirt on, Team Edward all the way and all that shit. And he's just like, no bias, none, 0. What? No, what? No, what? Me? No, I don't even play vampire counts. What? No, what? I play, you know, the human ones. Yeah, all the living factions, all the boring, stupid human factions. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna need you to throw a bug in there where Blood Knights can infinitely heal in the next patch. I'll put this bug into the game, but I'm watching you, Big Dick Manfred, Full Head of Hair 419. Get out of my office. And go design the Nagash DLC. Yeah. So, this is Dwarves versus Wood Elves, if the Wood Elves don't massively outplay the Dwarves. We've lost all of our Deepwood Scouts at this point. The front line is getting crushed, and the ones that aren't getting crushed aren't quite getting through. Glade Guard are doing their best to counterfire, but they are unshielded. They are low armor, and these aren't even the armor-piercing variant. The armor-piercing variant are the Starfire Shafts. Lost Sylvan Knights do get in there, and they are going to kill a ranger unit, but soon they'll be surrounded by miners of blasting charges. Looks like they are going to be able to just walk their way out and rear charge the Warriors of Dragonfire Path. Meanwhile, the Spellweaver of Dark is just trying to muck up the Bolt Thrower. So that is a good play, but the Dwarves are just so stalwart at this point. They're up about 2.5 to 1 in damage value. Balance of power is pretty heavily in their favor. You're getting some chill wind spam out, and that's fine. And their infantry has low armor. Wouldn't VC just insta lose a demon infantry loves if Graveguard didn't have magic damage? Not really. Because, like, a lot of the infantry blobs don't even have Graveguard in them anymore. They just have skeletons, crypt horrors, and zombies. And vampire counts can still outblob most things. Because of, like, it's because of their ridiculous healing and their Mortis Engine effects that are all over their roster. They don't really need melee magic damage. They don't really need melee damage at all. They just need bodies. Korn is a twat 89. You're doing great balancing with that faction. Keep it up, bud. CA's just been taken over by mains. Just filthy one tricks are doing all the balancing. Listen, corporate has one directive. Buff the shit out of the Warriors of Chaos so people buy the DLCs. Other than that, free for all. Do whatever the fuck you want. We don't care. Tomb Kings are actually fine. They don't need any nerfs at all. Seems legit. Seems fine. Vampire counts need more buffs. We're gonna nerf Crumbling like a little bit. A little bit. It's still gonna be fucking busted, but we're gonna say we did something about the undead. Alright, alright. Okay. What about the low tier factions like Greenskins or Beastmen, kinda, or Wood Elves or any of them? What are we gonna give them? Absolutely buff the shit out of High Elves. Just buff the shit out of High Elves and never talk to me again. Okay, I guess all the other factions could just go die. Exactly. Alright. We didn't talk about that game too much, but there wasn't a whole lot to talk about. Deepwood Scouts just didn't dodge arrows as they were getting shot at, so then they got out-traded. Then the Wood Elves pushed up at a gold disadvantage. Their front line lost to the Dwarven front line because it's elves versus dwarves, so of course they're going to. Glade Riders and Spears tried to do stuff without armor piercing. They can't do much. Like, they charged in to stop Rangers from shooting, but the front line wasn't quite there yet. So then the Rangers were able to just push them off and turn and shoot at what they wanted to. It was a tough time for the Wood Elves. It was a tough time. Cetra, the CEO. If Cetra was the CEO, then Cetra the Imperishable would actually be good. But he's not. But he's not. Alrighty, who's up next after Guillaume? Rusty. Guillaume, that's a really tough matchup. I think people have talked to me about... I think one of my build guides or whatever says it's Wood Elf favored. I think I changed that to just even. But it is like at the top level, it's very different. Yeah, I put Wood Elves versus Dwarves as even. Which at a super top level it is, but you can see that if the Wood Elves make any mistake, they get punished super hard. Filthy one tricks, that's hurtful, cries in Cathay. Hey, I'm a Skaven one trick. I'm just not filthy. Crumbling was the dysfunctional mechanics, we removed it. Undead units are fully unbreakable. Are you happy now, son of Kiernan? Oh, of course. Just incredible idea. Alright, so now Dr. Jellyfish is the current king, Andy is the highest. So I will replace Sigrid there. Map set! Dr. Jellyfish cannot play Dark Elves or Dwarves. Okay, fine, we'll overhaul Bretonia. Field Trebuchet +1 melee attack. I forget what patch that was, but that was a hilarious fucking patch. Field Trebuchet, +1 melee attack. Why? What? Who asks for what? What is that supposed to accomplish? And they're like, Bretonia's fine otherwise. Lord should be unbreakable. Kislev's fine in land battles. Not amazing, not terrible. Yeah, actually, I think Kislev's alright. I think Kislev would be strong. Not OP, but I think they would be strong if they had Cav variety. Skaven, ban, Chaos is Tomb Kings, and Tzeentch. Pick. What? Okay. So Schnoz has been playing a lot in the Ushin chat. Newer player. He's playing High Elves. High Elves into Skaven. It was Skaven ban, Chaos, Tomb Kings, and Tzeentch. Schnoz goes High Elves. I think it was melee defense actually, but yeah, good times, good times. People were memeing over Rexguard having better speed than Bretonnia Knights. Now all Bretonnia Cavalry got speed, and that's it. Yeah, and it's like, it's a nice change, but Bretonnia definitely need more help. They needed more help. Their Lord options are all pretty meh at the moment. They're not bad, they're just not good. I think that's what I've noticed the most about the lower tier factions, is their Lord options aren't ideal. Greenskins could honestly be a lot better if they just had a total Lord overhaul. And I know that sounds like a lot, but it's just like, you have one unit slot that you have to take that's generally garbage. Generally. Like, Grom is the only not garbage one, but coming into game 3, he's just that. He's just not garbage anymore. But he's not good. Not in my opinion. There's so much shit in game 3 that just wrecks him, which is fine. Like, Grom was annoying for so long because he was stupid slippery. He could just get out of any situation. He was really tanky, but he was also really good duelist. Like, I'm not pretending that Grom was... Oh, in Warhammer 2, Grom was fine and they nerfed him. It's like, no, Grom's in a good spot. He's now, like, balanced. He's a pretty shit combat lord, in my opinion, but he's a great buff lord. Like, he's supposed to just run around and give greenskins a bunch of buffs, which is fine. But your only choice of lord is a good lord. If you pick something else, you're just picking, like, a suboptimal lord that's very niche. Like, Skarsnik's fine if your opponent doesn't have good single target spells, and you know the enemy lord is going to be large and fragile, so you can rampage them into your group and kill them. Skarsnik's fine in that situation. It's just such a niche situation. Where, like, Wurzag's fine if your opponent doesn't have Fireball or Spirit Leech. Other than that, he's actually really good, but Fireball and Spirit Leech are so fucking common that it's really hard to find a matchup where Wurzag's not just going to get sniped over the course of 3 spells. Right. Grimgor is fine if the enemy lord is going to fight you, but the problem is if the enemy lord is large, it's going to get knocked on his ass for half the fucking fight. If the enemy lord has summons, even stupid zombie summons, he can't catch up to anybody. He can't clear a horde worth shit. He can't keep himself alive. And it's just like, God damn it, Grimgor. And he's also weak to Spirit Leech and Fireball, as most Greenskin Lords are. So it just goes down the line like that. And it sucks. I think a lot of the low tier factions are like that. The low tier Lords just can't keep up. Kislev could do with a cheap frontline that isn't hybrid. Pugilicious. I think Kislev has some stuff it could get, but I think they're okay right now. They just need some cav diversity where, like, Griffin Legion need either armor-piercing or anti-large or something. Something to give them an identity, because that's where they're lacking, is their basic cavalry is pretty garbage. Looks like this lobby finally bugged. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, lobby bug. Who's messaging me? All right, they're here. Sorry, had a brief bug thing. How does one sign up to be in the queue? There is a King of the Hill sign up thingy in my Discord. King of the Hill list, just type in here and I'll throw you on the list. That is pinned. So actually, while we're on that list, Guillaume and Rusty are out. So that's where we're at. Oh, and then Dux told me he's got to go to bed. So that's where we're at. Wurzag's harder to snipe than before? Why is that? I still feel like he dies to a couple Spirit Leeches and Fireballs. What changed with the patch? It just fixed the heal bug for undead factions, that they could infinite heal and stuff. I wish Azhag had his items back. Yeah, it's really dumb he has no items. He has like literally no items. And on his mount, he has actually none. Magic armor piercing severe lacking. Griffin Legion greater than Reiksguard. They're also more expensive than Reiksguard. Wait, no. I think they're the same price. Are the Griffin Legion seriously better than Reiksguard? Because they never seem to do any damage to Loopy. They seem to suck and blow. Have we already returned to the days of Vindictive Glare spam? It's called Blue Fire now. Is Griffin Legion better than Knights of Blazing Sun? I don't think so. Loopy, I have never seen Winged Lancers do well. Feel free to prove me wrong, but I have never seen it. I have seen over 50 games of Winged Lancers being shit. Griffin Legion are more expensive than Blazing Boys in any case, right? I think they are. Griffin Legion are more expensive than Knights of Blazing Sun, Loopy. What are you talking about? I thought they were $13.50. Batman's Time Warp now lasts for like 50 seconds. Which one? Eltharion or Alethanara? There's two Batmans in this game. Weird. But anyway, the last thing I'll say on it is I still haven't seen them do well. Like, stats and performance are a very different thing. Their stats look okay if you compare them to other Cav. And then I was playing, who was I playing? I think it was Whatever Dude. It was Whatever Dude or Blood Penguin. And I charged Skaven Slave Slingers with a Winged Lancer. And the Winged Lancer lost. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. How did he lose? Well, a Clanrat Spear came over and started helping around minute 3 of the goddamn fight. But yeah, I don't know. I've never seen them do well, and when I use them, they don't do well. So, by feel and by spectating, they just feel like utter dog shit. If you want to prove me wrong, pick Kislev, go win some games with Winged Lancers, throw the replays on the channel. Like, that's totally fine. I just haven't seen it. I haven't seen them do very well. Oh, it's Barona's Time Schlorp? I see. Reiks have plus 10 armor, plus 3 speed. And they have plus 10 charge bonus and BOB, Buyer Blood. Yeah, I'm saying on paper it's fine. But I'm not talking about in paper. I'm saying in real life, I have never seen the Griffin Legion or the fucking Winged Lancers do well. Anyway, this game, we have 2 Giselles, one of which is an Ambu Sharpshooters. We have a bunch of Wolf Rats. We have a whole bunch of Rat Ogres as well. Ikit Claw, triple Globes, then a bunch of Skaven Slaves and Clanrat Spears mixed in. Then we have an Assassin, and that is it. For the High Elves, we have Tyrion, who just goes balls to the wall straight in for Schnoz. Then we have Mage of Life with Dwellers Below and Earthblood. Dwellers Below might be good right on top of Tyrion about now. We do have some Malerian Reaver Archers, a ton of basic Archers, 1 Lothern Sea Guard, some basic Spearmen, and triple Bolt Thrower. Which are actually currently harassing the Poisoned Globes quite effectively. Dwellers Below is going to slightly catch that dog and do some damage to the rat ogres, but mostly just free up Tyrion to fight this assassin uncontested. So would Bilbo. Shock Cavalry good on paper, but they're micro-intensive. People don't want to do the campaign. Skirmish Cavalry and Skaven is a giant no-no, the biggest in those. Yeah, they're not really doing a whole lot. I kind of want them to come up here and shoot these rat ogres, or to get into melee with these poison globes, either or, but currently they're not doing a whole lot. Wolf Rats tearing apart the back line. They are going to take out one Eagle Claw bolt thrower. Looks like they're going to get onto another one. Schnoz left no Illyrian Reavers or anything back here to peel them off, so it looks like they will actually kill all of them from Dr. Jellyfish. He's compromising a lot of the Archer backline with these Wolf Rats, but maybe the low leadership will just take them out for no reason. Maybe. Bounce power is pretty heavily in the Skaven's favor, and Tyrion's going to need to get his heal before breaking if he has any chance in this game at all. If he breaks before he gets his heal, then it's probably GG. Nope, he broke, and then he got his heal, but it's too late. So Tyrion's going to get walked off the map. A lot of the bolt throwers are shut down. Now the Illyrian Reavers are coming in, so that's a nice play from Schnoz. I do like them coming into melee to bail out the backline. It's just a little too late, unfortunately, and Tyrion went too far forward with too little support. Even the archers couldn't quite reach him and punish those rat ogres or anything. Play the Vermintide 2 event? My viewership tanks when I play Vermintide. I've tried. Wait, Cyrus, you constantly ask me to play Vermintide, but the 3 times I've streamed Vermintide, I think you showed up for one of them, and the other 2, even though I pinged my Discord, you didn't even know they were happening. I hate facing Globadiers. Yeah. I do want them to buff a bunch of stuff for Kislev, then nerf their healing blob a bit. Yeah. Archmages of Life with Dwellers. And the Armor of the Stars is my tech against Skaven. This is looking like a GG. Dogs are just running the show on the back line. The Illyrian Reavers even came back to bail them out, and it looks like one of them's doing okay, but the other ones just got beaten in melee combat. Tyrion is run off the map. Nope, he rallied. Can he kill Ikit Claw before Ikit just uses another Cleansing Ruin on his ass? No, he's gonna get rear charged. Boop. And break. It was a good try from Schnoz. It was going alright at first, and then the Tyrion snipe happened. I honestly think the Illyrian Reaver archers are fine if you want to use them as Illyrian Reavers and just pay a little bit extra for the arrow capacity. I think that's okay. Probably cut the Silvern Guard and replace them with more Lothern Seaguard. Take the shields off the Lothern Seaguard and just leave them unshielded, because Skaven either have Shield Breaker on these or Poison Globes don't care about your shields. So unshielded Lothern Seaguard as a front line is fine. Keep the Illyrian Reavers back to hold off dogs, and then play a little more passively with Tyrion. And I don't think this build is bad. GG, well played. Neck bet's getting added? The return of the neck bet? He's not allowed to come back. I'll add him. I'll add the neck bet. Alright, Son of Kiernan, you are 13, which is the lucky number. And we're currently on 7, so there is 5 people before Kieran, I think. Map. I don't know. I don't want to pick a map. This sucks. Let's pick a Game 3 map. We haven't picked a Game 3 map in a long time. Where's Gore Gateway? I always like that one. Some people don't like it, but I do. Yeah. Oh, gotta update Dr. Jellyfish's thing. We have Zep here. This game sucks, and I hate it. Why is this so far over there? Huh. Uh-oh, he's on Tomb Kings. What happened? Lion Chariots might have been better if they aren't bugged. Wait, what's bugged about the case fins? Go invisible, strolling up, drop the fat dwellers. Teehee. You gotta consider the extent which micro APM is a fixed pie for most players, so high micro cav can create opportunity cost less AOM. Did we win? Did we or did Wood Elves win? Mick Wright faced, because Wood Elves did not win. They faced dwarves and they got murdered. Neck bet you're gonna do great. Why pick 10 Reiksguard when you pick 10 Steam tanks in campaign? Oh, yeah. Alright, what did he do? Jellyfish went Tomb Kings, banned Warriors of Chaos, Dwarves, and Grand Cathay. Could go Slaanesh. I forget who we were watching, but someone made that matchup look really good for Slaanesh. Some mega gamer. I sent you an article about tattoos in Japan, by the way, since I seem interested. I'll read it after the stream. Skaven's going rats. Let's go. Lion Chariot bug is that the riders don't have their attack animation anymore, so they do nothing in melee. So the Dark Elf chariot, not chariots, but the Dark Elf, like, witch hags, their Cauldron of Blood, and the Medusa version get a bug, so the side characters do the full attack. So instead of throwing little darts, they shoot a giant Medusa blast, so it goes pew, pew, pew! Or the Cauldron of Blood in melee, like when Crone Hellebron swings, she's just as powerful as her little maidens, so her little maidens are also doing like 400 plus damage. That's all true, and then for the High Elves, the bug is, you guys don't do anything. I mean, we gave the Dark Elves too much, so you guys just don't get to do anything. It was me, I'm that mega gamer. Hi, Jeremy. Jeremy, how are you doing, buddy? You living your best life? You vibing and surviving? Tomb Kings versus Skaven. I have a way I like to play this, but since Zep might be here, I'm not gonna tell him. I think it's pretty safe to say we all dislike Zep. All of us. Zep's a meanie. He's a bully. He took my lunch money. Alright, while they build their builds, Hazel wants something. I think it's love. Hi, pup! Hi! Hi! Hi. Yeah. Oh. Who's this puppy? Who's this puppy? Oh, he's so good. I gotta ready up. Oh, he's so good. Ah. Ah. We love this pup. We love this pup. She's a good pup. She's upside down. Are you upside down? Are you upside down? Yeah. Yeah. You're such a good puppy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're going down. You're tipping. Why are you tipping? Why are you tipping? We love this puppy. Yes, we do. Look at her. Look at her. Look at how good she is. Look at how good she is. Yes. Yes. Alright, bud. I gotta do my thing. Uh-oh. Look at her behind me, looking up. Being a sneaky pup. Blackjack. Hi, Himbo. I'm doing quite well, actually. That's good. What's the pick and ban center for most land battle tournaments? Goji. Pick a ban for a lot of our stuff is pick 3, ban 1. But then you get 2 global bans before something. So, like, you and your opponent can say, Alright. So at the start, you know, you and your opponent global ban 1, so it's like, neither of us is going to play Warriors of Chaos this series. Alright, well I say neither of us is going to play Skaven this series. And then it's pick 3, ban 1 for the rest. Animation isn't needed for technically fighting. Yes, my like for land battles go. Thanks, Alberto. I think I got it right. I'm sorry. Dog. Have you talked to CA about being involved in the land battle tourney? Which land battle tourney, Jeremy? Which one? Because I talked to them about writing an article about how to get into the multiplayer scene, and it did include a way to get into land battles and to get into domination. They said, that's a great idea. And then they said, that's a great idea if you weren't involved. And then they were going to take it over, and they just didn't do it. So they took it over and then threw it in the trash can. So that was pretty cool. I didn't see a patch for their hotfix. Yeah, there's a hotfix that stops the vampire counts and Tomb Kings and Vampire Coast and Lizardmen from reviving dead models and overcoming their healing cap and becoming OP. So yeah. We haven't had any problems with it so far on stream, so it looks like it's working. Also, I tested it before the stream, but it's hard to tell off of one test, because it's like, aha, it didn't do it this time. Then it does that any other time. The one they talked about in the Dom tourney post? You mean the next year one? We're not even sure if the next year one's happening. Because the big caveat everyone ignores on the Warhammer World Championship post is they said, we'll host one next year if there's people willing to administrate and do it. But then from anybody I've talked to on the Warhammer World Cup scene, they're all like, fuck that. I don't want to run land battles. That was a shit show. So, I don't know. I think they need like a whole new team. I'll believe it when I see it, is sort of the thing. Anyway. Yeah. Well, that's not CA. The Warhammer World Championship's organized by a bunch of randos. Which is why they were like, goddamn, land battles was hard, because they're just doing it themselves, and there's a lot of money on the line, and there's people like, that want to cheese or push the rules and shit. So like, I can understand, and I still just want one for land battles, but like, I can understand it was a lot to manage. For sure. But no, CA has like nothing to do with that. Seems like land battle community, it's only going to need to go above and beyond to create a vibrant scene. Yeah. But we're doing our best, and I hope our best is enough. Alrighty, for the builds, we have Ica Claw, triple Jezzail, double Plague Cloud Catapult, double Poisonwind Globe, double Rat Ogres, double Wolf Rats, and then a bunch of Skaven Slaves, it appears. A couple Clan Rats, too. Ica Claw, and he is using Flensing Ruin, though that was a bit of a waste of a cast. It's not like Soul Sealer. If you're in the Flensing Ruin, it doesn't just follow you. Like, these guys are now just out of the Flensing Ruin. It's more like Final Transmutation. For the Tomb Kings, we have 2 Carrion that are now diving in, 2 Skeleton Chariots, 2 Shepherd Great Bows, 1 of which is Chosen of the Gods. We have 1 Screaming Skull Catapult, a couple Nahakara Warriors mixed in with Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Spearmen, and we have Eyes of the Desert Stalkers in the far background. Now, Carrion are diving in, and they're going to do some good disruption. Carrion have an insanely high melee defense, but they don't have a super high melee attack or weapon strength, so they won't actually kill quickly. They're kind of more like Fellbats than like Chaos Furies, except they're tanky. Which Fellbats aren't even tanky, but my main point is they don't kill very fast. So this is unfortunately just going to be 2 dead Carrion. Now, Screaming Skull Catapult is lowering everything's leadership enough that it has gotten a couple routes in a row, which is quite nice, plus Ark and the Black Spirit Leeches are doing very well. Ushapka Great Bows are firing at another Plague Claw Catapult, though I am concerned the Plague Claw Catapults are not a great pick here. I usually do double Warp Lightning Cannon, is how I like to play this, because you're seeing the Plague Claw Catapults, their edge in artillery fight and why they're usually super good is they'll hit the crew, doing a ton of damage to the crew, and then lower their leadership with a contaminated thing. But you're fighting undead, so leadership's not going to matter. Oh, but it'll start crumbling! We had a whole discussion about that. Anyway, if the leadership doesn't matter, then your Plague Claws are just going to get nothing done. So they're going to lose. Even 2v1 against Screaming Skull Catapult, they'll lose the fight. So I think Warp Lightnings are better because you actually kill some stuff. We're lucky to have Human Boy and the ODM guys still doing some streaming. Yeah. ODM's also been doing quite a lot. Love those guys. So, Ikit Claw is rolling dirty, and I am shocked he's been allowed to get away with this. And Rat Ogres are also piling out here, so Dr. Jellyfish has got to start Spirit Leeching spam on Ikit Claw. It looks like he's more focused on Spirit Leech spam and summons to take out the weapons teams, but I really think he should just a dumpster yield Ikit Claw. This Rat Ogre and Ikit are getting a ton of damage value. One of the Skeleton Chariots is almost dead, and so far this has been a rough start for the Tomb Kings. I like the Tomb Kings build a lot better than the Skaven build, but so far the play-wise, I would favor the Skaven. They've just had a lot of good picks. Now we did have a Flensing Ruin that missed earlier, and that's a lot of Window Magic. Like, again, it's kind of Final Transmutation. There we go. So it's 14 Winds of Magic if it wasn't even Overcast, which I don't think it was, luckily. Oh, God! Oh, no! Poisonwind Globes trying to kill off the Skeleton Summon. They are going to hit Skaven Slaves and a Plague Clock Catapult with Friendly Fire, so unfortunately that's not worth it. And they will route off. Now, Ikit Claw might be in too deep at last, as we have some Sepulchral Stalkers and Ushopti Great Bows. No, Ushopti Great Bows aren't going to shoot him, but the Sepulchral Stalkers will, and I imagine he'll have some Spirit Leeches coming his way. Meanwhile, Poison Globes have moved up, and they can punish this Tomb King's Blob rather effectively if they can get a volley or two off. And we even have a Flensing Ruin for more Blob punishment. Do not blob against this Skaven. That is an overcasted Flensing Ruin as well, so that'll do a really good amount of damage to Arcann the Black, who returns with his own Spirit Leech, which is just fine as well. Skaven backline is in shambles. Looks like we have a shattered Plague Clock Catapult, another Plague Clock Catapult just trying to get back to its mount, and all three of the Jezzails are in rough shape. Poison Globes did move up to the front line, get a little bit of damage out, and now they're getting mucked up, so they will want to back off for a bit. They will be needed in the late game to clear out all of these skeletons. Oh, there's another one. Never mind. That one can die. Who gives a shit? I'm a little worried for the Skaven's ability to kill the Sepulchral Stalkers. The only thing they really have to do that is the Jezzails, who are all looking way worse for wears as they're getting outshot by the Tomb Kings. Ikit Claw doesn't want to get in melee with them. They have armor-piercing anti-large, and there's only one Rat Ogre left, and I'm pretty sure that Rat Ogre is going to be the target priority here for the Ushopti and the Sepulchral Stalkers. We can see they're already taking a lot of damage. So I think the Skaven are going to probably run out of juice here. Would be my worry. I agree. Your name is a cluster of just like random letters, so I'm gonna just call you AS. AS, I think you're right. Some people like get really butthurt about Fruit Rules having so many pages, and it's like, well, if you discount the first page tells you a bunch of math on how to determine how many units you can have, but then if you, like, the pictures are there to help you, but some people get mad at the pictures because they're like, it's 25 pages long. It's like, I mean, they're just doing the math for you, where it's like, you can have this many Sepulchral Stalkers, you can have this many of this. Tomb Kings is fixed now? Yes. No infinite ammo, no stuff. Dom versus Land Battles is painful. It's like paintball versus airsoft. The second way are way more cooler, more fun, but it's possibly super competitively because rules are hard to enforce. Yeah. What ODM guys stream? Don't worry, I'll always still weigh in on expert level critique here. Alfredino streams, yeah. Fruit Rules would be 3 pages if CA would make competent army limits. Are you saying that certain people are releasing videos about like exalted heroes not counting as heroes if you put them on chariots? Or wasn't it damsels on horses don't count as heroes because they're on horses, but on foot they do? Or the Green Knight didn't count as a hero for a bit? Or Kislev chariots didn't count as chariots for a while? Or you can take infinite furies if you're the demons of Are you saying that CA's unit caps are weirdly designed and not super impactful? Is that what you're implying? Alright, Ikit Claw is getting Spirit Leech spammed, and he got stuck on those Sepulchral Stalkers we mentioned he wanted to try to avoid. He did not avoid them, and he took a shit ton of damage. He's now getting routed. But so is Arcann. -2 leadership. He's crumbling! He's crumbling! Crumbling's not a joke! Crumbling's not a joke! Or will he rally randomly, because Arcann does that sometimes. Hey! Crumbling's not a joke! Arcann is dead, but so is Ikit Claw. He's shattered if he's not fully actually dead. We have a Plague Clock Catapult that has not quite gotten back online. Oh, there's nothing to go back to. Oh, rest in peace. Alright, that's not good. Skaven are slightly behind on the balance of power. I would tend to agree. I think they're more significantly behind than even that shows, as Rat Ogres are going to get routed off by Nekar Warriors. And yeah, it's looking brutal. Poison Globes are just trying to stop these chariots from killing everything in the back line. Meanwhile, the Chosen of the Gods will fire the last of their ammunition into the globes. But those chariots are going to finish them off. Without the globes, there is no way you can kill the rest of this stuff. The Tomb Kings will take their win. We're going to see the patch notes for today's patch, or is it just 2.2? with a hot fix. It was just a hot fix for that bug that was shown with the healing. The healing bug is fixed. Mod is very good because you don't have to read fruit rules for army list. Zep, that was pretty bad. You're doing fine till Ika got caught. And one of your Flensing Ruins missed. Aside from that, you did fine. If you weren't listening to the stream, you should hear what I had to say about the Plague Clock Catapults, because I really hate them in this matchup for a very specific reason that it took me a while to explain, so just go back and listen to that. Other than that, your build is fine. Probably take out the Catapults and just replace them either with more Rat Ogres if you're going to go with more of a rush, or if you really insist on 2 artillery pieces, go with Warp Lightning Cannons. Alright. He's out. He's out! What else we got? Whatever, dude! Dr. Jellyfish has used Skaven, Dwarves, Dark Elves, and Tomb Kings. We have a lot of streams coming up. Tomorrow, nothing. Friday, we have 2 streams. One at 3 in the morning for me, the Australian time zone tournament. So we'll do that. And then Friday night, my time, will be Cool Umbrella's best of 1 Friday night fight. And then Saturday, we have the Vermin League tournament, which is split into 3 levels, so I'll be casting those. And then Sunday, we have Cuden's 2v2. So we're casting technically 7 tournaments in 3 days, but if you count the Vermin League, 3 split is just 1, which is much more fair. If you count that as 1, then we're covering 4 tournaments in 3 days. And that is the end of my time off. So then Monday the 31st on Halloween, I'll be going back to actual work. So I'll be around less. Are you staying up till 3 a.m. or waking up at 3? Probably waking up at 3 and then going back to bed. For me, Australian tournament is at the morning. Very good hour. Good. Umbrella also doing a Legendary Lord tourney Sunday. He is that cheeky son of a gun. Alright, they're doing their picks. I'm gonna grab something to drink. BRB. I have to do the faction war again. I had time for I was gonna do the faction war during my 2 weeks off, but then the patch came out and broke the whole fucking game. So then the faction war qualifier just turned into a single faction tourney for fun, and it wasn't actually for the faction war. So now I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna have to find 2 weeks that I'm not doing anything. So that'll be annoying, because November is gonna be full of Warhammer World Cup and Vermin League playoff shit. So it's not like I'm just going to be sitting here like, I could just do Faction War. So Faction War will probably be in December then. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do our best. If you want, you can play until the tournaments start so you can't sleep. Good. Alright, Dr. Jellyfish going Bretonia, ban Chaos, Vampire Coast, and Dwarves. I'll be right back. Hazel, what do you want? Vampire Counts versus Bretonnia. Okie doke. All you NA players come fight on Friday night. Ye. Pull a Noseman stream, 12 p.m. to 6 a.m. Isn't that what? Isn't what? That's just 6 hours. It's nothing. It's easy. If you want to live somewhere else, and your Nightwalker also join. Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. Wake up at 2, cast the Australian tournament, go back to bed, wake up again, and then 8 o'clock that night, cast Umbrella's tournament. Wake up, cast 3 Vermin League tournaments. Alright, I have a blocker up? Yes, I do, so I can look at the armies. That's a stupid army. That army's also stupid. These builds suck. I hate video games. On paper. Hazel, what are you getting all butthurt about? Chat friends. YouTube sucks. YouTube blows. Our viewership's been ticking back up recently, which is nice. But we need more likes. We need more likes on things for the algorithm gods. I was doing some research and it's like there's actually a pretty big increase in like recommendations if a video is liked a bunch. Sorry, I was looking at some stuff. How did our first land battle replay go? Almost 1,000 views. For us, that's actually pretty good. Maybe there is something in replay content. Touchdown? I might play in that Australian tournament. Do it, Cool Umbrella. Do it. You have to blow at least a .2 to participate in the Friday night tourney. You got no dislikes at least? I get a couple on like what sucks? Here's the problem. Are you participating or just hosting? In what, Boojilicious? Anything I host that I can participate in, I'll participate in. Every time. Counts are playable again. Isn't that enough for your neck bet? Yeah. So it sucks because like I hate clickbait. I really do. I like as a person. If there's a video I might have been interested in, but it's like obviously clickbaited to shit, I'm not gonna click on it. That's just kind of me. So I really don't like making clickbait content. But if I do like, you know, Count Noctilus falls off of his Necrofex Colossus, and it's like a bug or something where if you shoot Count Noctilus just right, he does this isn't true, but like maybe he does a stumble animation, and he falls off of his Colossus and like teleports to the bottom of the map, and then for the rest of the game the Colossus has no Noctilus on it, but it's still labeled as him. Like that would be funny content. That'd be a cool bug to see. But if I labeled it as Noctilus falls off of his thing, no one clicks on it. But if it's like, Noctilus can do what? You get way more fucking views. Like, Hazel. Like, legitimately goes from like a video that's gonna get 300 views to one that gets like 4,000 or 5,000, which is just nuts. And then like, there's tons of comments on it. Like, I didn't even know this could happen. This is so crazy. But if I just tell you what it is in the title, there's so many people who won't click on it. And then like, they'll tell, people tell me like, of course we're gonna click on it. Like, who needs clickbait? But then when I do clickbait, you get way more views. When I don't do clickbait, you get like shit. So it's like, I mean, there's what people say, and there's lived experience. Like, everybody hates clickbait. Nobody clicks on clickbait. But then when I do clickbait, you get way more views, and it's like, So somebody is. Somebody's clicking on those fucking videos. So it's really annoying, man. I hate making fucking clickbait videos, but they do so much better. It's the same content, just how I label it. Human Boy Silky Smooth Voice be narrating a Friday Night Journey. Yeah. Dislikes are from the dev team who worked on Dom. Been Foot Malik, I think every VC I play lately feels good. Foot Malik is pretty solid. Stone Vermin are broken now? Yeah. I'm okay with clickbait unless it's lying. Oh, yeah. Lying clickbait's the fucking worst, dude. All thumbnails should be Hazel from now on. Thanks, McRightface. Lengthy video always gets me. I can spare 45 seconds while I'm walking around. Tee. I just hate when it's extreme clickbait that doesn't even describe the video. Yeah, that's fair. I'll avoid that. All right, builds are mostly set up so I can start talking about them without them moving too much under me. So, for the undead, we have Skeleton Spearmen, Zombies, 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 Skeleton Warriors, the Stearnsmen, Skeleton Warriors, Zombies, and more Skellies. Looks like we have one Blood Knight, just one. Devils of Schwarzhoff and Vargeist, 2 Crypt Horrors. We have a Blood Dragon Vampire Lord up on his Bloody Dragon. What spells do you have, my friend? You have Invocation Heck, Van Helsdan's Macabre, and Raised Dead. Then we have a Necromancer with the Forbidden Strokey Rod and no Corpse Cart. Okay, alright, dude. Alright, no Corpse Cart, that's fine. And then in the very far back, we have 2 Fellbats. Nope, a Fellbat and a Dire Pack. For the Jelly of Dr. Fish, we do have Henri le Massif on the Hippogriff. Look at him go! Zim le Massif at the Alright. Then we have a Paladin, Royal Pegasus Knights, all that in the air. The Fey Enchantress is back here on a little unicorn. We do have 1 Field Trebuchet. We have double Questing Knights, 1 Grail Knight, and then some Peasant Bowmen with box arrows, and a box of Peasant Mobs with a Grail Relic to try and keep them in the fight. That is going to be that's going to be the quickest box you have ever seen destroyed. Just waiting for AP Dragon Princes deserve to be implemented, and then it'll be alright in the Warhammer world. Yeah. Evan Sherman, that's actually a really good way of describing it. You're great. Clickbait tales are fine if you like actually deliver close to what you said. All right. We're seeing a lot of pro clickbait in the chat. All right, it's time to become clickbait. I'm gonna change the title of the stream to Dr. Jellyfish on Hill does what? How possible emotional cry? And then all I have to do is cry at the end of the stream, and technically it was true. I've seen Mia Khalifa before. Bloodily rioted. All right. So the Air Squad of Bretonnia is trying to snipe out the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, but whatever dude is playing close to his Blood Knights and keeps baiting him with the land. So it's like, if you ever actually take the fight against me, I'm just going to land on all these Blood Knights. But now the Devils of Schwarzhoff are going to have to land. Land! Don't get caught! They said Brett couldn't box, then this happened. That's a good title. Alright. So the Devils of Schwarzhoff are going to get a little messed up. The Dire Pack will dive in as well and try to poke these Royal Pegasus Knights, and that can go okay for them. These Blood Knights needed to be closer and really punish that, though. And now all of the cavalry, just all of it, all of the cavalry is in this thing. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord probably needs to breath attack this, or dive down there, or use his debuffs or something. Taking a 3v1 fight in the air is not where it's at. For whatever, dude, the rest of his infantry do need to advance on the box and, like, get something else back while this massive cav fight is happening. But I'm worried that we're going to get a Dwellers Below pretty soon somewhere. That's going to mess up these Blood Knights, probably. And then the Cav is just going to dominate for Bretonnia. The Vampire counts will go down because, like, most of this army isn't participating in this fight. So it's just a bunch of high-value assets getting their asses kicked by the Vampire counts. Well, the Vampire counts are getting their asses kicked, and a lot of their army isn't involved. So there's much, like, Bretonnia has way more money in this fight, and you can see they're currently kicking a shit ton of ass. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is going to get sniped. Dwellers Below is going to hit multiple zombies and the Blood Knights, and not the Crypt Horrors? How not the Crypt Horrors? Okay, not the Crypt Horrors. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is having trouble trying to get out of here. He throws down a zombie summon on his ass as he's trying to run. He's trying to run. He's trying to leave. The Grail Knights are leaving this fight. Wait, those are Questing Knights. Questing Knights are leaving. This fight was so close to the edge of the map that they might just run straight off. How could you do this? You abandoned the lady, you fucking cowards. The other Questing Knights are also routing, but the Royal Pegasus Knights are doing just fine. And his Grail Knights are doing just fine. Blood Knights pushing in, somehow hanging on to life. Henry Le Massif is pushing through all of his Grail Knights to get to the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. He will not let him escape. Le Massif is Le Massif. He's gonna stab him. He's gonna punch him. He's gonna hit him. Royal Pegasus Knights are also diving in, but the Blood Dragon Lord is going to get away. He's gonna throw an invocation and a heck on himself. And the Vampire front line has reached the Peasant front line, but it looks like his micro is elsewhere, as they're currently just giving each other a little smoocherino. Now we do have these Grail Knights who are stuck in a giant old blob with a bunch of Cryptors and Blood Knights. They're going to love that very much. And these Questing Knights are probably about to be routed off the side of the map as the Blood Dragon Lord does land behind them, and Henry Le Massif and the Royal Pegasus Knights think about following him down, but instead the Royal Pegasus Knights get distracted. Now they're back because one of their models is somewhere in here, and that gave them false attack orders they didn't want to follow. Undead are swarming over the Bretonnian lines, but no one gives a shit what's going on over there. This is the entire battle. No one gives a shit about this. Hey, I see you looking over there. Don't. I'll cross it out for you. You're not allowed to look over there. No. Look here, this is all that matters. Royal Pegasus Knights and Henry Le Massif surrounding the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, trying to drag him down. His healing cap is within sight. He is getting poked. He is getting prodded. He is getting shotted, schmotted, ballotted. What was that? Was that I'm not allowed to look over there. I can't care. I cannot care about what's going on over there. It's against the rules. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is trying to rout Henry, and Henry will go straight off the map if he is routed, because this whole fight was happening right next to the edge of the map. Royal Pegasus Knights get healed up. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, you're getting so low. You're getting low there, big guy. Where's the Blood Knights? Blood Knights are not feeling it. They're not vibing and surviving. They're unvibing and unsurviving. Ha, because they're undead. Bretonnian box is falling apart. Bretonnian balance of power is only getting better, is only getting stronger. Henry and the Questing Knights are gone. Royal Pegasus Knights are still here. Grail Knights still here. Paladin chasing down the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, though honestly, Paladins are so pathetic. I want the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord to just turn around and kick his ass. Turn around and kick his ass. Turn around and kick his ass. Get him. Get him. Get his ass. No! Don't dive back down into here! What are you doing? No! No! Royal Pegasus Knights have another surround, and the Paladin is landing down onto him. Can he even get the Fey Enchantress, or is he just gonna die down here? Blood Dragon, why? You were safe. You were in the sky. No one could hurt you. No one could hurt you again. Now he's getting dragged down to the ends of the earth. Meanwhile, all the Bretonnian peasants are dying, and no one even cares. No one even cares about the peasants. Blood Knights barely hanging on because Crumbling is, say it with me, children, balanced. Crumbling and Undead leadership are balanced and fun mechanics. Unbreakable anti-large elite knights are cool and interactive for everybody involved. Grail Knights getting whittled down. Their healing cap is within sight. They've gotten plenty of healing, and the Royal Pegasus Knights are honestly actually rather healthy. I am quite concerned for the vampire counts in that regard, because I don't know what's going to kill these knights now that the Blood Knights are actually fading, actually crumbling, actually going down. Oh my god, they're almost not healing enough to stay alive, because Crumbling is so fucking balanced. There we go. They're gone. Necromancer's in this fight for I don't know what reason. He's just around. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is going to go help out over here. And we have a lot of infantry, though all of this infantry is so shitty that the Fey Enchantress could probably kill all of it by herself. I am very concerned for the Vampire Count's future here. Devils destroy Fey's box. Gun sus. Your mother is balanced? True. Blood Dragon Lord's gonna help chase some stuff down. I think he's just buying some time to get healing where he's not here, but I haven't seen this guy use literally any breath attacks, and he actually probably should have breath attacked this blob if he had him. Which I haven't seen a breath attack anything, so I'm for sure he has them. That actually could be pretty huge. I think Dr. Jellyfish has this one at this point. Necromancer's getting absolutely clapped. But I just don't see random zombos carrying this game. I'm waiting for you to cast the Domination World thingy with your commenting skills. Thanks. Thanks, Dux. I'm sure they're going to love it. I'm sure no one's going to regret inviting me to that. I know it'd be bad and you would never ask you to another tournament, but can you spend the whole Dom tournament talking shit about Dom? Oh, there's so many things I could say about that, Jeremy, but people would get mad at me, so I'm going to leave it alone. All right, Royal Pegasus Knights are just coming for him. They're on a mission. Look at how serious they are. I can tell from their faces beneath their helmets. They're just all about it. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord getting caught in the sky. Ow, 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 ow. He's getting slapped. Ow. He does not enjoy it whatsoever. The Grail Relique is still here. That's really funny. Ooh, ooh, big moment. Big moment. Jellyfish fucked up. Get him. Cryptors, get him. Cryptors, get him. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord trying to walk away. He's trying to sneak. And the helm of Discord comes down. Griptors are going to beat up the little paladin. The Blood Dragon Lord needs to turn around and actually finish the fight, but he might actually go for the Fey Enchantress. Never mind, he's just going to keep running away, overcasting something. No, she casted an Earthblood. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord almost heal capped with his Invocation Head, but he has to go back in. He has to fight the Fey Enchantress or all is for naught, but he's just not attacking. He's just walking around. Why isn't he attacking? Why isn't... Do something. Don't just run. Don't just run, you're just gonna get chased. Oh God, you should have just fought the Fae. Jesus Christ. Chalice of Potions plus the Fae's Mortis effect is making the Sternsmen into chumps. Meanwhile, Chalice of Potions hits dead center. All of them are dead. So is Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. All of them are fading away, and Army Losses is coming in hot. Whatever dude tried his best, but Bretonia is too strong. Please nerf. All right, I don't care anymore. You find my casting quite entertaining. That's good. Sometimes it's like this. Sometimes I lose focus and talk about shit that doesn't matter. And sometimes when I get tired, I just stare at the screen and say, yeah, occasionally. Please re-puberty immediately? No. Blood Dragon Lord rear charges some Grail Knights, and he might break them, but did you remember earlier? 20 leadership on these Grail Knights with 300 health. Do you remember earlier when I said something about Warhammer 3 leadership might be too high? Do you remember when I said that? Do you remember when I fucking said that? Look at their goddamn leadership. Look at it. How can you break this? How can you break this? They got rear charged. And they had like 200 HP and they weren't breaking. How does anything fucking break? How? It's impossible. Jesus. The frequency of your choir voice makes the air bleed. All right, you win this round. Fae got 3,200 from Mortis Engineering, 3,000 combined between Enri and the Paladin. Royal Pegasus Knights 2,100. Questing Knights both did fine. Grail Knights did great. And then the Peasant Box did Peasant Box things. They all died, but eh. You mean Grail Knights? Even Treacherous Buyer Blood in Warhammer 3? No, they took that away from him. Blood Dragon Lord 3,100 on him. I don't know if he got a single breath attack off, and that could be a big problem for him. He needed to breath attack that Night Blob when he got out of it, unfortunately. Blood Knights did fine. Sternsmen and Crypt Horrors did okay. The rest of the zombies just killed some peasants and then weren't really relevant for the rest of the game. Devil's Swordsoften also got ganked. Lol, turning my volume down as low as possible. I'm sorry, Ben. I was trying to have fun, which isn't allowed. Storm. Dr. J is up to 5. I need a map before he gets mad at me. Keyboard is broken. I want the guys carrying the War Shrine to standalone unit. Getting charged in rear affects some more than others. Hey, let's go. Like the clip I sent you? I didn't watch it. I'm busy streaming. Your father was a hamster and your mother smelled of elderberries. True. I don't know why I said true. That's a default response, but I don't know if that's true. I don't know your parents. I don't know anybody's parents. I don't know my own parents. Okay. So Mr. Teufel is coming. We have Mr. Teufel, Solo Spaghetto, Son of Kiernan, and Neckbet. Jellyfish has played Tomb King, Skaven, Bretonnian Dwarves, and Dark Elves. I know Mr. Teufel enjoys himself some High Elves. We might see some of them, especially after their buffs. Clip, clop, clip, clop. Charge animation begins. Clip, clop, clip, clop. Took me a while, Doomsage. I wonder what they will pick. Grill Knights on 400 collective HP covered in ketchup. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Oh, God. That is so true. All right, Dr. Jelly's thinking on his picks. Where French towns under siege, they're just yelling at the besiegers. That sounds like Britannia. I recently started playing Age of Empires 4. I don't play Age of Empires competitively. I played the campaign since I was a kid. And I gotta say, right now it's a bit of a slog. It's a bit of a slog. It's a very pretty game. It's very neat. I don't know. I think it's just campaign things, but they take it so slow. Like they just, I don't know. I want a campaign where after you do the tutorial, all technology is unlocked for the missions, and the missions are just set scenarios with like a storyline, but also unique maps and unique fortifications and unique challenges to face. But I'm slogging through the early levels, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is what RTSs were like back in the day. And it's for mission 1, you can only build spearmen, swordsmen, and archers. Have fun. You just need to spam the shit out of them. Just spam it, spam it, spam it. You have limited upgrades you can get, so you can't even make them like super elite. And then mission 2, now we'll give you light cavalry. And it's like, just give me the goddamn roster. Just give me the whole roster. Let me play in my little sandbox. Let me have a little sandbox. Let me play in it. Let me build some armies. Let me do some fun stuff. And they're like, no. You're not responsible enough for heavy cav yet. And I'm like, who gives a shit? Who gives a single fuck? Or have you Turin boy, yes. AoE multiplayer seems unappealing to me. Rides in French, that's so a girl describes her bigger friend she wants to set you up with. She's nice. That actually happened to me once. That actually happened to me once. I didn't go on a date with her, but I was in high school and I was at Taco John's, and someone had a cousin that they wanted to like set me up with, and I was single at the time, so I was like, okay, I don't know this person. She showed me a picture. Not for me. It was not for me, and it was really hard to like describe that without being a dick. But it's just like, I don't want to date that person. Not my type. Yeah. Human Boy secretly interns AoE FFA. Dude, I don't want to play multiplayer Age of Empires because I talk to like people who do. It's you have to like commit, and I don't know. I was just gonna play it casually, and I don't want to casually walk into Age of Empires multiplayer because I'm gonna be like, build a, like the part I like is like build a little town, get these upgrades, do this stuff, and someone sends in like 5 bullshit guys, and they're not gonna take they have no chance of ending the game, but they just want to harass you and like kill some settlers, which is smart. Like don't get me wrong, it's smart. And I'm like, well that was annoying. I didn't know that's the meta or like whatever. Or I put 5 people on wood and I put 10 people on food so I can get more villagers faster so I can build my economy. That sounds fun. Someone's like, you fucking idiot, you goddamn dumpster fire. The meta is 7 workers on food, 3 workers on wood, spam gold, get out some mercenaries early, harass your opponent, take control of the trees, then block off the trees with this thing. And I'm like, bro, fuck, Jesus. I just wanted to build a town. And if you don't know the meta in a game like Age of Empires, you're gonna fall behind like resource-wise, and the enemy will just have more shit than you and you're gonna lose. I don't know. Age of Empires feels less about micro and more about macro, like knowing the right decisions. Like people click real fast too, and they have hotkeys and all that stuff memorized, but it's much less like, man, look at that sick cavalry flank he just did, and much more like, well, your resource production got fucked up at this point, so now your opponent has 10 cavalry and you have 2, so you're gonna lose. Son of Kiernan, that's pretty good. Shadow Walkers? Missile Box versus Missile Boxes. Oh yeah, it's Cathay versus High Elves. Would Cav Rush work okay for High Elves versus Grand Cathay? No. Not really. Because High Elves don't have good armor-piercing Cav. They don't have any armor-piercing Cav. So then Jade Lancers would hold just an ungodly long amount of time. And meanwhile, you're going to get shot the entire way through that. So, no. Also, Peasant Long Spear spam is real strong. I think the best way to play this is High Elves just push and shoot, which it looks like we're doing here. AoE strats are overwhelming. What up, Tactical Itch, by the way? Feel free to plug your channel. Another good land battle caster. If you're looking for land battle content, Tactical Itch is your man. He does some tournaments. Not as many as we do around here, but he does some. And he has a lot of videos, and he's a cool dude. No fun allowed. StarCraft 2 is the ultimate example of this. Which is fine if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for like a really competitive experience. But I'm just not with Age of Empires. Like, I played Age of Empires as a kid, so I'm playing it for the nostalgia factor. So I stick to campaign, because I just know I'm not good at it, and I'm fine with that. Alright. Both sides are getting set up, so I can actually talk about the builds now. We have triple Spearmen for Mr. Teufel. Then we have Lothern Seaguard with shields. Spam, 5 of them. 4 Bolt Throwers, 2 War Lions of Krace, a Swordmaster of Hoeth, and Archmage of Metal with Searing Doom and Plague of Rust. I like this. The War Lions are maybe a little too close to the sun, but they do have armor-piercing anti-large, so I think they're there to take out the Jade Warriors. I personally would cut the 4 Bolt Throwers and just get more basic archers or more spearmen or something. Otherwise, I like this build a lot. Bolt Throwers underwhelm me a lot, so I'm worried they won't do very much here, but yeah. The Swordmasters and the Lions are here for the late game, cleaning up just a mass amount of infantry, and the High Elves are hoping to win the shooty-shoot game before they're needed. On Cathay's side, we do have a Dragon-Blooded Shugi Lord of Yin with Talons of Destroying the Swordmasters of Hoeth, Ancestral Warriors, and Missile Mirror. He has 2 Crane Gunners, 1 Grand Cannon, a whole bunch of Peasant Long Spears with Jade Warriors in the front line, 1 Iron Hail Gunner, 4 Jade Lancers, and that is it. I'm gonna plug my fun little tourney this weekend. Go, Tactical Itch, go! Go, Tactical Itch, go! Your AoE looks like a game I'd enjoy a bit more PvE, so I can kind of play how I want. It's definitely going to be optimal game for a multiplayer. You don't do it, you just lose. Yeah. That's why I was playing campaign, and that's why I want the campaign to just unlock all the shit. Like, let me play with all the things. Just I don't know why. This is definitely an outdated style of game development, is the RTS campaign where past the tutorial you unlock units super slowly, and it's like, just give me all the units, please. No one's that overwhelmed by, like, what? Light cavalry and heavy cavalry? Heavy cavalry has more armor? What? I can't. God, I wish this was four missions later. I can't handle it on mission 2. It's like, what? No, don't be an idiot. Come on. Cool build from High Elves. It is. Again, I really do like the War Lions. I think they might still suck, but this is going to be the only matchup in which they actually might have a place. But I really don't trust the quadruple eagle claw bolt thrower. I just don't. I think they're bad. Could be wrong, but I'm not. Loudon Seaguard do need to push up. So there's 3 long-ranged element pieces versus 4, but the 3 are just so much better than the 4 that the High Elves are going to have to move up and use their medium-range pieces, the Lothern Seaguard, to win the ranged fight. And then from there, they can get into the melee grind that they want with the Swordmasters and the War Lions. But, yeah. Unlock 1 unit / building per game. Yeah. Bolt throwers feel kind of sad sometimes. They really do. Set up strategic castles on the AI armies they crushed in, but I guess players could defeat that. Boo. You're grossly overestimating the average human's intellect. Thanks, Doom Sage. 1 bolt thrower is routed. 2 others are looking like they're on their way, and the last one's still healthy. Now, a problem for the High Elves could be 4 uncontested cavalry units from Cathay able to run through their backline. Thankfully, all of your archers are also hybrid spear units, and I mean, your claw bolt throwers are kind of dead anyway, so it's not that great if the Jade Lancers crush them, copium. War Lions are going to take a charge against the Jade Lancers. Don't worry, you guys. War Lions cost way more than the Jade Lancers. They will definitely do great. Oh my god, they're all dead. Oh, I knew it was going to happen, and still it surprised me. Like, I knew the War Lions wouldn't do well there, but doing that poorly is really funny. Now, they traded back okay against the Jade Lancers, but again, they cost more, so that is a bad time for them. They really need to get into armored infantry, and other than that, they just struggle as a unit, which is why they're generally considered not that good. Bolt throwers, all 4 of the bolt throwers are dead, and Mr. Teufel's High Elves are now in melee combat. Talons of Night, overcasted probably, is going to hit these 2 units. It's probably overcasted. Yeah, doing that much damage, it is definitely overcasted. Cannon is still online. Both Crane Gunners are still online, though bloodied, and I think that is going to be probably GG for Cathay. The 4 bolt throwers just were not able to accomplish anything, and now without that, it's like, okay, well, Cathay has more invested in their front line than we do. They have more cavalry than we do. The only thing we spent more money on than them is, like, ranged units, which are all stuck in melee, except for the bolt throwers, and then they lost to less gold's worth of cannon. Bolt throwers, cannons, and such are very inaccurate now. Not Cathay cannons! Cathay cannons are accurate as fuck. Yeah. Jellyfish still holding? Jellyfish still holding. Swordmasters are trying to push in here, but I suspect... Ooh, an Ancestral Warrior summon. If it just walks up on these Swordmasters, that would actually be pretty clutch. But why is their leadership so low? Hold on. Hold the fuck up. What? What is this? They're terror routing? They're actually, like, routing for this shit? You're being real right now? Grail Knights can fight to 200 HP while surrounded and rear charged by a dragon, but Swordmasters of Hoeth go, oh, we're surrounded by armored infantry. How could we survive? Armored infantry, it's not like we're armor-piercing anti-infantry. It's so scary. It's so scary having armored infantry around us. Fuck you, you dumb pieces of shit. God damn it. High Elves are out. They lost it. Okay, they rallied. They're fine. They're chilling. Now they're going to fight to the end. That was weird for a moment, though. Half HP, and they were like, nah, we're out. Swordmaster's still fighting, but the Ancestral Warriors have 100% armor piercing because they're ethereal. They also cause terror and such. And that's going to be a Cathay easy one. Leadership broken in this game? Yeah. Overcasted Searing Doom. Power flex on fools. So Mr. Teufel's going out. Oh god, I hate bolt throwers. I hate bolt throwers, dude. They're so fucking bad. War Lions also did quite poorly. Probably just cut them for more Lothern Seaguard. And Cav. GG, well played to Mr. Teufel. GG, well played. I think he did play well with the build he had, but it was just like the build he had was really holding him back. So we need Solo Spaghetto. We have Solo Spaghetto, Son of Kiernan, and Neckbet. are the last 3 people on the list. Overcast is turning on self. Army losses OP is the good move. Does Cathay Harmony impact artillery accuracy? I think it does. I know it improves reload time. I forget if it's accuracy or not. Searing Doom is mean. You shouldn't do it. Yeah. Teufel, I hate bolt throwers. I hate them. Alright, I gotta update the Jellyfish's score. He's at 6. Will he go for the dreaded 9? He can get to 9 if he beats everybody that's left. By the time Jellyfish gets to me, he can't play any factions anymore, so I win GG easy. Easy neck bet. Easy. Solo Spaghetto's here. He's here, the mad lad. I really can't think of a time when bolt throwers would be better than another unit in their roster. You already delete large and have good counter miss or fire. Cathay should probably just be deleted from the game. I feel like bolt throwers theoretically be against Grand Cathay's way to try to kill camos, right? Theoretically, yeah, but like, I feel like they would lose 1-to-1 with cannons. So you'd have to outnumber them with bolt throwers versus cannons. And I don't know. Crane gunners are also quite good against them. And then after you kill the cannons, like, what then? You know, what are the bolt throwers going to do for the rest of the game? Just like nothing. Yeah, Teufel's talking about it a bit in the chat. I don't know, but I am. I am unabashed, admitted bolt thrower hater. So I probably want to talk to like high elf or dark elf mains for when they're actually useful, because to me they just feel like they're never useful, but I know there is a couple things. Does anyone use zombie hand cannons because they should? Only when you're dealing with something very large and very easy to shoot, or something in the air. They're good anti-aircraft guns. Also, hi real human being, it's been a long time. Been a long time. How you doing, man? Norska banned Warriors of Chaos, Grand Cathay, and Vampire Counts. Dr. Jellyfish picking OP-ass Norska. Versus Kislev, baby! The return of the Kislev. Let's go. It's our first Kislev of the day. Solo Spaghetto showing up clutch for the Northerners. Son of Kieran, if you're still listening, you are next, sir. After that neck bet, and then the end of the stream. Oh. I just realized I was stretching, but I was showing you my armpits. Gross. Gross! Aw, Hazel's sleeping. She's behind me. Look at the pup on her little pup bed. Look at the pup on her little pup bed. Look at her. Look at how puppy she is. She's a good pup. We already went for a walk today, so I don't know why she's being so mopey. You should add timestamps to start some matches after the stream since there's a lot of downtime between them. True, Mark. Though it's a lot of work to do that. And I am busy with stuff. I'll try. But that is hard to, like, wait for it all to render, then like 5 hours later go back and scroll through the stream and add timestamps and shit. It's not hard to do once, but if you think about it for like every stream I do, it adds up. And we're stupid busy all the time. All the fucking time. All the subs are bots? No. It's not true. Most of them are bots. Theoretically being the operative word, it's always funny someone looks good on paper and then in this game there's that. Mammoth spam, think you should add timestamps. Okay, I already read that. I ever taken bolt throwers as Dark Elves against Lizardmen. They can be okay there. What's your sub count? I remember when you were counting down to 1,000. Yeah, we did in fact be shit once. Still are. What up, Scroot? These Iron Rat streets are paying off? Yeah. They're always... Can I still be mod even though I'm not subbed? Of course you can, Jeremy. Though I have thought about making the streams have the subscriber only function, so like only subscribers can type and just like tricks people into subscribing, but that felt mean. That felt mean. Which is why I should do it. Norska versus Kislev. Solo Spaghettos figuring some shit out. Dr. Jellyfish is mostly set with a bad build. Boo! Boo! I hate it! I hate it. And if you know me and you know I'm looking at a Norska build and I say I hate it, you can figure out what's in it. It will get rid of the bots, so you should do it. I feel like people would just leave. I do worry about that, real human being, is that like people that just can't type wouldn't click the little subscribe button and then just not participate at all. So that's why I haven't done it yet. But it's like, yeah, because it's not trying to be a dick. It's like, as far as I know, subscribing costs someone nothing and it vastly improves things for my channel. So like from the content creator end, it seems like a win-win, but I could like, you know, if people have a reason they don't want to sub, then that's fine. How much does chat participation boost video profile in the algorithm owner? No idea. Limiting chat to subs only is a good way to ensure you never get any more subs. Oh, really? Sad. God damn it, lobby's broken. I hate this. We're at 3. Lobby bugs. All right, what was the map we were just on? I'll look back at the... I'll go back in time. Altdorf outskirts. Okay. A person making every new sub pay me a monthly subscription? Yeah. That's the easy answer. YouTube theory, empty subscribers. Video is unavailable. All right. Let's go. Attempt number 4. Number 7. 18. Blocker down. We have fucking Wulfric. I don't know. I haven't seen Wulfric do well in a while. It just feels like Throg is better. Because Throg has anti-large He has regen. Wulfric just gets whittled down with time. And he doesn't feel like the duelist he used to. I don't know. And I haven't been impressed with Seafang. I see very divergent opinions on Seafang. Some people are like Seafang's fucking OP, and other people are like it's dog shit. I'm in the dog shit camp. I send you a good OEN to watch, Furry Boy. Okay. I think that's the one I was just talking about. It said the video's not available. I think. Boop. We are here. So for Dr. Jellyfish, we do have a Famir Balefiend of Shadows, the Melkos, Pit of Shades, and Enfeebling Foe. We have Wulfric, the shit, the shit eater, the piece of garbage with Fight or Die, Seafang, Hunter of Champions, and Sword of Torgald. 2 Armored Skinwolves, 3 Norskin Warhounds, 2 of which have poison, 1 is the Beast of Tashnar, then we have triple Marauder Horsemen, 1 of which has throwing axes? Triple Marauder Horsemen, 2 Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes, so 5 total. And then we have Marauders with great weapons and Marauders across the entire front line. Click the link. It says it's unavailable. On the other side, for Kislev, I just forgot who is fighting. We have the Oath Brothers of Tor with their Soulfire Bombardment / AoE Enfeebling Foe, or whatever you want to call it. Just a big old debuff. Boris Ursus for the Bear Blob. Patriarch for the Bear Blob healing. Yep. And then Ice Witch of Tempest with just Blizzard? Blizzard and Gust of True Flight. Weird. I hate Blizzard. I think it's a terrible spell. Heart of Winter is just, like, better. But whatever Solo Spaghetto wants to do. We have Armored Kossars in the front line. Kossars with Spears backing them up. More Kossars with Spears. So Archers and a heavily armored front line. Where are those? There they are. And 2 Kislev Horse Archers. Cool. Build-wise, I am nervous for these 5 Skirmish Cav just going to get shot by basic archers. I don't know. Skirmish Cav don't enjoy standing archers. They don't want to fight them. Gust of True Flight is out on 2 of them, giving them enhanced range. Solo Spaghetto going in deep. And they're now going to fire into the massed hordes of Marauder Horsemen. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the damage. Oh, my God. What is happening? So many dead horses. Is this what it was all for? Craven, your warriors flee. Goddamn right they do. It's a good start from the... Wow, that was a shot. Oh, boy. Okay, those arrows went very far. Gust of True Fight coming in clutch. Kislev off to an alright start. Now, unfortunately, their wizard took some serious overcast damage, so I don't know if that's actually worth it, but... Oh well. Those archers are about to lose their lunch money? They did. They did lose their lunch money. Solo Spaghetto's back out here. He's thinking about skirmishing 5 versus 2, and decides against. He's going back inside. Can't say I blame him. Norska does have some hounds in the vanguard. The only problem is his Kossars are actually pretty good melee combatants with 30 melee defense versus 26 melee attack. These boys can actually fight off the dogs. Kislev gets Slavs. When? I don't know. Marauders getting poked by pistols and archers. Will do good damage on their way in. Meanwhile, what's happening here? What is this? Oath Brothers of Tor throwing out their Soulfire Bombardment a little prematurely. They're going to back off now. They did blind 1 random Marauder, but it is what it is. And archers are still going to shoot. Dr. Jellyfish is now moving in some Norskin Warhounds on the flank. But we'll see how they do. The front line of Kossars is probably going to hold for quite a long time. Though Seafang will actually be good here for once, because it is like 100% armor piercing. Oh, the overextension! No! Wulfric the Wanderer! Wulfric, what are you doing out here, bud? He's about to get his ass kicked. Thankfully, he's Throg, so he can just regen up, and he can actually win the blob fight, because he's armor-piercing anti-launch. Wait, he's not Throg! He's just some bitch, and now he's dead. I hate him! Wulfric sucks! Just take Throg! Seafang is going to take half health off an archer unit now. The dogs are trying to get involved. Meanwhile, the archers are tearing apart the Norskin skirmish cav. The Norskin front line is faltering, and Wulfric's already running! What a little biscuit! Pit of Shades is going to hit the back of the Bear Blob, but the Bear Blob doesn't care about the Pit of Shades. The Bear Blob doesn't take any damage from the Pit of Shades, and the Pit of Shades is actually going to get canceled. That's how little damage they take from the Pit of Shades. Blizzard Caster is around. Blizzard Caster is here. She just took an overcast damage again from what? I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. She should probably cast a Blizzard over here. Blizzard over there would be very good. Kislev is quite far ahead on the balance power. They're quite far ahead on the damage value. Wulfric is dead, meaning the leadership is down, and that's why the Famir Balefiend canceled his thingy. I don't know if it was intentional. He might have just gotten knocked over because he's in combat with Boris Ursus and the Bear Boys. The Orc Bear Boy Biggins. Pit of Shades is getting recast all the way over here. It looks like the Ice Witch did eventually die. I wonder if she overcast herself to death or if something actually just got to her and sniped her out. But the witch is dead, unfortunately. Oh, no, she's not dead. She's just way the fuck out here. What are you doing all the way out here, friend? She pops by her blood. She's going to scoot a loot back to her own area. Boris Ursus is kicking the shit out of Famir Balefiend, and the Warbear Riders are here to assist him as well. Patriarch should come over and apply some healing. Looks like he's not going to do that just yet, and the Warbear Riders might actually be in trouble if he doesn't, but now he is coming. Now he's fine. Kislev still has plenty of infantry left around. We need a Blizzard. We need a Blizzard. I don't know if you're still casting Gust of True Flight, but stop it. Stop it. It's not useful now. You're in melee combat. Please, God, just use a Blizzard. Right here. Right here. Hit me. Give me that Blizzard. Give it. Hit it right there. Hit him right there. Give me that Blizzard. I want that Blizzard. I'm not moving this camera till the Blizzard hits this exact spot. I'm not moving it till that Blizzard hits. Is that a Blizzard? It better be. Yeah! Ask and you shall receive. Blizzard, bitch. And it's doing like no damage to basic Marauders, and that spell sucks. That spell sucks and blows. But doesn't matter. Kislev is gonna take it. Army losses even hits. And Norska / Dr. Jellyfish has fallen. Sikablet RR has regeneration from their hard base and vodka. It looks cool. It does look cool. It didn't do shit. It didn't do anything. It hit 2 Marauders at once and it did 0 damage. I hate that fucking spell. It's so bad. It doesn't look like it'd be bad. That's one of those things we were talking about where like it's the difference between paper and application. Because on paper, Blizzard doesn't look like a bad spell. In practice, it's a terrible spell, but it doesn't look like it would be. All right, Marauder Horse mostly got gatted by a bunch of archers. Armored Skin was one of them, got a ton of value. The other one didn't really get too much done. Wulfric got instantly deleted by the Bear Blob. And Marauder's mixed value overall, actually fine. Dogs did okay as well. All right. Let's get Son of Kiernan in here. So, I mean, there's not even enough people left to beat Dr. Jellyfish's record, but I also think it would be a very tall task to try and beat Dr. Jellyfish's record. But we will see. So for now, Solo Spaghetto. We're going to call him Solo. Solo Spag. Solo Spa. Because I can't fit the whole thing. So he's at 1 because he beat Dr. Jellyfish. He's not at 0. Hold on. He's not at 0. That's a lie. Boom. Map. We haven't done a lot of stuff in the middle. Knight's Run. Knight's Run's a good one. Give me that Blizzard, Activision 2008, Microsoft 2021, Human Boy 2022. Something about the animations limiting the models that I actually contacts. It's just very meh. Deleted 2 Celestial, what? CGCs. My immediate thought is Celestial Dragon something, but it's not. CDCs. I mean CGCs. Soul Grinders of Communism. That's what I'm going with. Chosen Great Weapons? No. Chosen Grand Cathay. God damn it. I don't know what CGC is. Blizzard is an equally useless spell in Diablo 3. True. So, like... Yeah, I didn't have enough wins for Overcast. Just wanted a little extra sauce to break the units around Boris. That's fair. I just hate Blizzard. 18 wins of magic for 4 damage. That's all armor piercing. Ugh. Ugh. It's gross. I've been spending most of my wins on True Flight to shoot down the Horseman. That was pretty cool. I'll give you that one. That was pretty cool. Is Judy Neutron's fat dumper the right person? Just making sure we have the right person in here. So we have this, then neck bet, then the end of the stream. And it's over. Doomsage, that's Son of Kieran? Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm suspicious now it's actually Doomsage, but alright. Alright, he has confirmed it. We have a Wood Elves pick from Solo Spaghetto, banned Warriors of Chaos, Tomb Kings, and Dwarves. Alright, Solo. Show us what you got. I am concerned for you. Not as cool as the ones Human Boy has. I have the best one. Best. I'm gonna take a leak. BRB. I'm back. Looks like we have Tzeentch. What's that about? He's still thinking, technically. Yeah, it's Tzeentch. Tzeentch versus Wood Elves. Who can Lord Snipe better, and why is it Tzeentch? Stir fry. That's a leak. That leak is spelled differently, Mr. Doomsage. On paper, this isn't a bad matchup for the Wood Elves. They've just been underperforming so much in Warhammer 3 that I think it is. I think it is a bad matchup, but like on paper, you're like, oh, Wood Elves have a lot of access to magic damage. They have a lot of arrows. Tzeentch doesn't usually like arrows. Like, they're generally pretty good against a lot of what he wants to do. They have some anti-air spells and, like, Tempest or whatever. I don't know. But it just, like, doesn't work out usually. Wood Elves are feeling pretty bad. Pretty bad. Oh, stretch. Fancy desk scared me. Oh, that it lifts up? Yeah. It's pretty fucking scary. Can't agree. GG Neutron's Fat Dumper is ready. It looks like their build hasn't changed since they loaded it up. So we'll see. Solo Spaghetto's still working it out. He's thinking. He's doing some big things. Tom Bombadil's here. Tom Bombadil, what are you doing? What do you want? Who let you in here? That's it. I'm going to put him in a timeout. That's it. Somebody get him out of here. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's a nice guy. I mean, if you have to do it, no, don't do that. Just leave him on. He's a nice guy. But also, fucking ban him. Oh. All right, sorry. Joke's over. Joke's over. We're done. Oh, actually, I have a joke. I have a joke that pissed off Grace last night for you. What do you call a tomato-based soup dish that has a lot of beans and meat in it? Chili. Easy. What do you call a tomato-based soup and beans and meat dish that happens to be cold? Chili. All right. What do you call a tomato-based bean meat dish that happens to be cold and was made in a South American country on the West Coast? Chili. What do you call a tomato-based bean and meat dish that happens to be cold, made in the South American West border country that is made with a specific type of pepper grown in that area? Chili. After the third one, she was like, fuck you, I hate you. I kept going. Whee! Oh, I'm getting booed. Makes me sad. How will I ever survive? Legume Shade? Is it Legume Shade or Legume Shada? Unsubscribed? What? Yes. And yes, McRightface, that's it. It's just chili over and over again. But she didn't like it. What does a polite fly say to another fly? Is this stall taken? It was painful to make it through that. I know, screwed. I don't get it. Because all those things are the same word in English. That's the whole thing. It's just cringe. Oh, I got sent back to the Fire Nation. Ah, righty. We're in. Second last game of the day. Wood Elves versus Zinch. Who's ready? Was she chilly towards you after that? No. No, she was furious. She was livid. Sounds pretty spicy. Ha! No, I actually have a Christmas joke I made up that I really like and no one else likes, but I actually enjoy it. What does a bunny do with its Christmas presents to get it ready for another bunny? They wrap it up. Ha! Because rabbit sounds like wrap it. Rabbit sounds like wrap it when you say it fast. So then you wrap it up because it's a rabbit and it's a bunny and it's the same word for an animal, but it's slightly different. I like that joke. I like explaining that joke too. It makes people mad, and people being mad is funny. One in a warm-up game and this guy lags like crazy? Oh god. That wasn't funny. You liked it, Jeremy. Righty. Wild Hunters of Kurnos, not the Lost Sylvan Knights. Okay, Wild Hunters of Kurnos. Magic damage and anti-large, not armor-piercing though. We have a Spellsinger of Life for 12 below and Earthblood. We have the Sisters of Twilight up in the sky. Triple Gladeguard with Starfire Shaft. We have the Firebark Elders, the Hawkeyes of Jakira, triple Eternal Guard with Spears. Ooh, it looks like 4. 4 Eternal Guard with Spears, and then 1 Glade Rider with Hagbane Tips. My cancer has progressed 4 stages. Oh, it's better because you explained it for sure. Oh, I'm sorry, Doomsage. I killed you. Alright, we have 5 blue horrors, 4 pink horrors on the Tzeentch side. We have 2 Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch with Halberds, 2 Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch with Nethin, 1 Chaos Fury, and we have an Exalted Lord of Change of Tzeentch with Infernal Gateway, Pink Fire, and Blue Fire. Do Treekin have magic damage? They do! Okay. Where's the Tree Man? I don't think there is a Tree Man. I don't think there is one. You can keep looking. Maybe I just missed it, but I don't think there's a Tree Man. Nah, but all my hair fell out. Are you just saying that you're bald and you're blaming me? Oh, itchy forehead. That was probably for my new plutonium shampoo. It's worth it for the sheen. I mean, looking at these builds, I probably would still bet on Tzeentch. Probably. I could just feel like that faction is in general in a better spot. And that is a lot of blue and pink horrors, man. That's a lot to deal with. We'll see what the Wood Elves can do. I think the Wild Hunters of Kurnos are going to have a bad game. Trying to find anything useful to do with their time. And I'm concerned. I'm concerned that the Wood Elves, like, infantry formation is so small, they'll just get concave fired from all these blue and pink horrors, and then they'll have a bad time. Though, Firebark Elders do have missile and fire resistance. And they give everyone around them fire resistance. Okay, alright, maybe that's the thing. Okay, alright, cool. Probably use a trim, but I hate the idea of spending money to get something I spent money growing removed. Oh. This seems a little weird. What are the Hawkeyes gonna do? I'm a little confused what the Hawkeyes of Jakir are gonna do in this matchup. Maybe shoot just, I guess, Warriors of Chaos. I mean, Chaos Warriors. That didn't seem super cost effective at the time. I'm trying to Lord Snipe Tzeentch with his shields and the fact that he's a flying small entity. I feel like a lot of the missiles are going to miss, get absorbed by shields, or yeah, that's just going to be a waste of ammo and he's going to back off, I think. I don't know. Son of Kieran's moving up. He is walking. I think he tried to move his formation in a certain way and it did that like default walk thing. For now, Sisters are just attacking. Wood Elves are kind of inching up a little bit. Tzeentch is just sitting there and taking it. Tzeentch Lords are immortal. They are pretty much immortal. Can confirm. And what was that? Skirmish Cav plus one of the Sister shots did a little bit of his shields. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So Tzeentch is like walking forward, which is weird. Don't know what they're accomplishing there. Hawkeyes of Jakir are finally teeing off onto blue horrors, and wow, they don't do a lot of damage to them. They only have 20 more volleys like that. Oof. Tzeentch Lord less than a Nurgle hero? I'd still take a Tzeentch Lord over a Nurgle hero, but yeah, Nurgle heroes are pretty good. Firebark Elders are advancing. Archers are chilling back, and the Wild Hunters of Kurnoss are going to sprint out and collide with these blue horrors, doing pretty good damage. And honestly, they're so low that these blue horrors should actually start crumbling. And demonic crumbling's like real. It's a thing that exists. Never mind, they're not even crumbling. Now they're crumbling. Leadership is so crazy. Negative 36. Never mind. 9. Never mind. Negative 55. We're gone. All right, Firebark Elders are up here and fighting. We had our Skirmish Cav, the Glade Riders with Hagbane Tips are already gone. And our Tzeentch Lord is throwing out his family-friendly Fury. Nice. Ooh, good Dwellers cast. Good timing there from Solo Spaghetto to hit 2 things at once. The Cast Warriors of Tzeentch and the Pink Horrors. It's doing alright damage. Seven Trouble's actually finishing me off, but it is doing good damage. Firebark Elders already killing one of the Horrors, and maybe they are the secret sauce to win this matchup. Wild Hunters of Kurnoss pulling away from these Chaos Warriors with Halberds, trying to get out of here, but now they're just surrounded by blue and pink Horrors and all this garbage. Sisters of Twilight now stuck in Pink Horrors and Furies and an Exalted Lord of Change. That could be a really bad time for the Wood Elves. Wood Elves are actually behind on damage value already, which is a little shocking. One of their archers is getting deleted by all sorts of Rave Fire. Hawkeyes of Jakira getting chased around by the Fury. I think that was the real one. Yeah. Ooh, and an Infernal Gateway is going to catch 2 for 1 Glade Guard. Wood Elf frontline is struggling. Wood Elf Lord is routing and terrified. Wild Hunters of Kurnoss are just getting picked apart. And while it looked good at the start for the Wood Elves, they are just getting ground out by a faction that does everything they want to do, but better. The only thing the Wood Elves actually do better than Tzeentch is 360 shooting while running, which Tzeentch is like, cool story, bro. I have shields. Sisters are shattered. And with that, so too are the hopes of the Wood Elves. Hawkeyes of Jakira, they're gonna go for it. They're gonna shoot him at point blank range. Never mind, they're not gonna do anything, and they're gonna get roasted by pink fire and attacked in melee. And oh god, oh no. Yar. I think that's about it. Wild Hunters of Kurnoss just chilling. No HP, no problem. Do they have ITP? They don't have ITP, so they're gonna tear out like as soon as they get close to this guy. Did they already tear out recently? No, there they go. They tear out. Another pink fire takes out half of an Eternal Guard unit. I'm honestly surprised Army Losses isn't kicking in. Like, look at how much. Look at all this Tzeentch shit. Look at it all, and like a full health Lord. Versus what? Versus nothing! We even have a Fury Summon on top of the Hawkeyes of Jakir. They're going to get taken out. Wood Elves are routing. The only thing still in the fight are a couple Eternal Guard and the Firebark Elders. We have a Spellsinger of Life just desperately hoping for something to do. And that is going to be that. Tzeentch is inevitable in land battles in this matchup. All right, neck bet. Neck bet. Neck bet's up to close us out. For Tzeentch, 2,900 damage value on the Lord from sniping the Sisters and the Hawkeyes of Jakira and getting that 2-for-1 cast onto some archers. That is where all that damage value came from. Sisters of Twilight, 400 value, did not really get a lot done. Hawkeyes of Jakira also struggled. Firebark Elders were doing fine as a tank, but just their carry potential wasn't really doing it. Yeah. Rip in peace. Rip in pepperonis. In peace. Last map. Let's do Pillar Bone. Yeah, Pillar Bone. Excuse me. Pillar Bone, map set. Human Boy killed Doomsage. Boo that man, you get no context. That is all. I did, in fact, kill Doomsage. What do Wood Elves need to be competitive? New units or unit rebalance? Maybe just like a price decrease? Probably a price decrease, but the main thing that fucked them over is the transfer from large to ultra unit size was not in general great for sniping factions. And then archers also got a nerf. Like, across the board, ranged units got a reload time nerf, so it takes longer to reload. So what else? Like, the meta of what you do moved away from them. And their core army carry capacity got nerfed across the board. So that's pretty brutal. Yeah. That'd be it, I guess. More healing in the game. Oh, that's another thing. More healing in the game, and healing got better. Which the Wood Elves... Sure, the Wood Elves have a lot of healing, but they don't need healing to win. They need to snipe you and kill you to win. And when there's more healing and things are tankier, it's even harder for them to, like, finish anything off. So... yeah. Neckbet, are you Throgging time? Everyone is Skaven. Yeah, Wood Elves probably need more damage. Probably. More damage. More health, I guess, but not a lot. All right, last one of the game. Last one of the game. Last game of the day of the one. We have Son of Kiernan. I'm going to say Son Kiernan to fit. And then Dr. Jelly over there with his mighty 6. No one has been able to get 2 wins in a row besides Dr. Jellyfish, and he got 6. We have Slaanesh banning Tzeentch, Vampire Counts, and Cathay. I heard Argentina is starting to get colder. In fact, it's bordering on Chile. Ha! Ha. Do you think Throgging time is actually going to play Norska? Norska versus Slaanesh? We don't know what he's picking yet. He's doing some big things. Nurgle. Nurgle into Slaanesh to end out the stream. Ah, glorious. Just glorious. Perfect. Very fun matchup. Yes, yes. It's not. It's not. Don't believe that. All right, Nurgle and Slaanesh, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. I'm ready to be underwhelmed. End on a box? Of course. As it should be. The camera's lowering, oh my god. Cheesy Pete's. Meh. Shall I describe it to you, or would you like me to find you a box? Ha! That's a reference from Star Trek. No, it's not Star Trek. It's Star Wars. Alright, Nurgle looks ready. Slaanesh looks ready. What is best? Crush your enemies and see them driven before you and hear the lamentations of their women? But what about their children, too? You're doing 2 of those things right now? I'm gonna guess Human Boy content and DMV paperwork. Alright, they're ready. Let's go, lobby. Don't crash. Don't crash. Last one of the day. Alright, we made it into the game. Now, does it instantly end? Because that would still be a way for it to crash. We made it! We made it. Hey, Hubs, don't want to do another for me, do you? What? What? Why do paper maps always lose Pokemon terms? They always fold. Ha! Screwed, I'm confused. Oh, another King of the Hill? Is that what you're talking about? I'm confused. I'm scared. Sigvald rocking that 1987 center part. Yeah, Sigvald's a lot. I wonder how he's gonna do versus Kugath. My heart says Kugath's gonna beat his ass, but never bet against Siggy. Nurgle build's a lot easier to cover, so we're gonna go through it first. Double spawn of Nurgle, triple Exalted Plaguebearer, one of which is the Festering Stooges, and then we have triple Marauders of Nurgle. We have a Soul Grinder and Kugath Plaguefather. That's it, that's the whole build. As in, can I hop in next game? Screwed, are you home right now? Are you allowed to hop in? You can if Neck bets up for it, otherwise I'll fight you. But then that'll be the last one. That'll be the last one. On the Slaanesh side, we have 4 Marauder Horsemen of Slaanesh, because that's the only pew-pew Slaanesh has. We have 2 Hellstriders, we have a front line of Devoted Marauders, a secondary line of Chaos Warriors, including the Mirror Guard. Then we have a Chaos Sorcerer of Slaanesh with Pavane and Slicing Shards. Then we have Sigvald the Magnificent, looks like almost fully kitted out. Nurgle build, crap. Yeah. Chaos Warriors, yeah, there's no Chosen or anything. Yeah. Whoever wins this, we'll see if they want to fight Screwed. If they don't want to fight Screwed, I'll fight Screwed. But then we'll end it. Then we'll end it for real. The big part of this, we've seen this matchup before. It sucks. It just sucks and blows. It's all about if Slaanesh can focus their fire onto the Soul Grinder, or more specifically Kugath. And if they waste their ammunition on the Exalted Plaguebearers, then they're going to lose. Another thing that can be taken here is the Slaanesh War Shrine that's a Mortis engine. But I think last time we saw this, Slaanesh took a Mortis engine and the Skirmishers, but then the Skirmishers killed a bunch of infantry, and then the Mortis engine thing tried to kill single entities, and that just didn't work. So I think that build we saw last time was fine. It's just like Mortis engine needs to focus on the infantry, and Skirmish Cav need to focus on Kugath. With this build, I mean, Slicing Shards is going to have to kill everything. Skirmish Cav will have to kill Kugath, and then Chaos Warriors and Devoted Marauders will have to be sent in piecemeal to fight stuff for a while, but not too much at a time, or Kugath will just drain you all down. Human Boy content actually doing better in the vote than I would have thought. For it as a weak opponent and your elo isn't raising itself. That's a lot of damage from Kugath and the Soul Grinders onto those Devoted Marauders. Damn. Another shot coming in. I feel like Soul Grinders of Nurgle got more accurate recently. Because they used to suck, man. They used to miss all the goddamn time. I made a whole video about it. So far, this guy's hit, I think, 5 out of 6 of his projectiles. Oh, I cursed it. Now he hit 6 out of 9. Anyway, Hellstriders and Skirmishers are now moving up. Infantry are taking a walloping, but that's just what happens sometimes. And Judy Neutron's Fat Dumper is running up here. That's also a good name to have if you're playing Slaanesh. The people, the videos, what the fuck are people talking about here? Cake by the Ocean. And it's apparently a song. Okay, alright, okay. Isn't that a song about sodomy? I think I remember that being played at someone's wedding. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that being played at someone's wedding I went to this year. And they didn't really know what it was about, and I remember that being, like, strange when I really listened to lyrics, but I don't remember the song too well. It's not a good wedding song, is all I'm trying to say. Alright, Sigvald is making a beeline for Kugath. The front lines have collided. Marauders of Nurgle are going to have a bad time versus the devoted Marauders of Slaanesh, but the devoted Marauders of Slaanesh might be too weak by the time they even get here. How don't you know it? I think I've heard it maybe once in my entire life. The Cav are taking a very long way around here for Son of Kiernan. He does need to get them in here. Faster. Faster! All blades, hunger! Exalted Plague Bearers are throwing their grenades onto the Marauder Horsemen of Slaanesh, doing a ton of damage, and the Marauder Horsemen of Slaanesh are trying to shoot at Kugath, but they're just not firing. They're just not firing? They're just sitting here? He's sitting! What the fuck? There we go. They finally threw, and they did no damage, which is pretty cool. Meanwhile, Hellstriders get a rear charge onto these Exalted Plague Bearers, taking a lot of damage, dealing a lot of damage to them, and then a Slicing Shards is going to do less than I honestly would have thought against the Festering Stooges as 2 Hellstriders just pile in onto it. Soul Grinders are still firing at the Skirmish Cav, and the Skirmish Cav is now starting to get good damage onto Koogie Ploogie. More Skirmish Cav is here. More Skirmish Cav will throw at Kugath, who's already down to half HP. Meanwhile, Exalted Plague Bearers and Marauders are just walking along with the party, trying to get somewhere, get something done. And Sigvald's still chasing Kugath, who now even had to use a Fecundity on himself. On the other side, Slaanesh is doing just fine. Spawn are pushing off 1 unit of Devoted Marauders, but Chaos Warriors are here, and Chaos Warriors are still slogging along. Kugath's even going to throw down an upgraded Fleshy Abundance on himself and the Festering Stooges. So the 4 Skirmish Cav all teeing off on him is doing good work. I think we'll honestly see his healing cap appear here pretty soon, which is a nice start for Slaanesh. Slaanesh does want to back off with some of their Skirmish Cav, and they are going to, so that is quite nice. And so far, the damage value is actually going in Slaanesh's favor, so well played to Son of Kiernan so far. There's Kugath's heal cap. We mentioned we might be able to see it. And another Slicing Shards is coming for the Festering Stooges, who are now trying to dodge, but their little slow bodies aren't going to be the best at dodging. Though, with that much lead time, anything could get out of the way. Good God, that takes forever to cast. Jesus! Yeah, they took almost no damage from that. Alright, where are the rest of the Skirmish Cav? Up here, so we have 4 of them still alive. They're all pretty injured, but they're doing okay. Kugath's just taken an absolute beating. You can see how this matchup should go after the Skirmish Cav were added to the game. Skirmish Cav are very important to kill Kugath, not Plague Bearers as much. So I think I would split the difference. I think the last time we saw Slaanesh versus Nurgle on stream, it was... I think the other Slaanesh player had a better build. I do think that Mortis Engine actually is pretty important for taking out all of Nurgle's units eventually. I just think the Skirmish Cav is being played with way better here, where it's actually like shooting Kugath. So probably would include the Mortis Engine for Slaanesh if you run into this matchup in the future. I'm paying no attention to this match. That's fair. the whip thing spell would be better against Nurgle? Maybe. I'm really not feeling Slicing Shards here. It doesn't feel like it's doing very much. All 4 Skirmish Cav are routed off by the Soul Grinder and Kugath, and some Chaos Marauders of Nurgle. Honestly, getting into melee with it was pretty huge. But Sigvald's still following Kugath around. Kugath gets another Fecundity and another Festering something. Whatever the fuck that thing is. Fleshy Abundance is back on him. Why do I have a ping? Scroot Daddy's pinging me? Okay. So this is the last game of the stream. Scroot had to go, which is fine. Kugath is heal capped after all this time. Sigvald's still chasing him around, and Slaanesh is still up on damage value, but they're falling behind on the balance of power. We do have our 4 Skirmish Cav back. There are some spawn in the distance that could be a bit of a problem. Soul Grinder has 3 shots left. I'm sure Slaanesh is happy to see that the thing is running out of ammunition. Kugath is still getting chased by Siggy. Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh, Devoted Marauders, Chaos Warriors, all of them still fighting. We do get a quick little stream of corruption that routes off one of the Devoted Marauders. The other one's going to hang around for a little bit, and they're back to trying to throw at Kugath. Unfortunately, there are some Exalted Plague Bears that will have words with them. Another Slicing Shards is coming down. Do the Festering Stooges and other guys dodge it? It looks like they're all trying to, and honestly, these Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh are going to take more damage than the Festering Stooges ever will. It just doesn't do a lot. That spell is so easy to dodge, man. You have both in one dish. Alright. Y'all are being strange still. Chaos Sorcerer of Slaanesh is trying to fight the Soul Grinder. Siggy's trying to fight Kugath at all, and Kugath is barely clinging to life, but man, he is. Actually, he still has 4,000 HP with that little health. Well, Sigvald has 5,000 HP at full health, so that gives you a little sense of scale there. Soul Grinder's still trying to rout off these guys with its last couple shots. It has 3 ammo. We just saw it have 3 ammo, and it definitely fired. Okay, whatever, Soul Grinder. Maybe that was Kugath that threw? I don't know. This is a lot for Sigvald to try and chew through, man. I don't know if he can do it. Skirmish Cav are back. Skirmish Cav are trying to throw, but they will end up in melee with the Exalted Plague Bears. Oh no! Oh no! Will he fall below 3,000 HP? A little bit. Everything's routing. Let's see, how much damage value have you gotten? 1,500. It was pretty alright, but you've thrown out 3 Slicing Shards in a Pavane. Still 3 ammo on that Soul Grinder. He's just chilling. Soul Grinder tries to charge the Chaos Sorcerer of Slaanesh, who slips away at the last second, and he charges into his own troops. Doesn't do any damage, but still just kind of a flavor thing. Devoted Marauders are back. Devoted Marauders are fighting. Skirmish Cav are back. Skirmish Cav will probably be throwing soon, but Kugath turns his eyes onto them, and he is probably just going to chuck a phlegm ball their way pretty soon. Soul Grinder even is just pile driving straight for him. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know if Slaanesh can grind this one out, you guys. I think he's trying. Skirmish Cav get caught by the Soul Grinder, starting to run. They get hit in the back by Kugath, and they are going to rout. Not shatter though, so they could come back, maybe. Chaos Sorcerer of Slaanesh still chasing around the Soul Grinder. Sigvald has done about 800 more damage to Kugath since we checked in. So Kugath just needs to die. Another shot. Sorcerer's still fighting. I wonder, does he have one last spell he can cast, or is he just dead? Looks like he's just dead. Oh, there it is, the Slicing Shards. They either have to leave Sigvald alone and let him fight Kugath, or they have to charge through the spell. And it looks like they're all going to leave him alone. Sigvald's still chasing. Sigvald hits him. Kugath starts crumbling. Oh my god, he's going to kill him. He's going to kill Kugath. He's going to die. Go, Siggy, go. Go, Siggy, go. Go, Siggy. Don't you rally, you fat piece of shit. Fuck you. Don't you rally with 500 out of 15,000 health. There, start crumbling again, you stupid bitch. I hate you. I hate you so much. Alright, Sigvald killed Kugath. There's no more caster for Nurgle. Marauders are looking like they might rout. Can Sigvald carry it all? Can he? Maybe. Marauders are gonna rout. We have one skirmish cav back. The Mirror Guard are still fighting their asses off. Festering Stooges are heal capped. Siggy soloed an army at full health. How unusual. He's trying. He's trying right now. He's in there. Chaos Spawner also heal capped. Soul Grinder isn't. Chaos Sorcerer Slanesh to run around, but after all he's done, I honestly don't think he has like anyone's magic left. Maybe one basic Pavane or Slicing Shards, but that is a hard maybe. Right, Mirror Guard over here. Offering some melee defense, and he does in fact have another Slicing Shards he's gonna throw out. But again, dude, this spell is so easy to dodge. It's so easy to dodge. It's just so easy to dodge. Sigvald's still fighting. Soul Grinder is going to shatter off the last of the skirmish cav. Chaos Sorcerer is trying to avoid some grenades at the moment, running away. Sigvald gets up to 70 defense because he's next to the Mirror Guard. Mirror Guard do give lords and heroes nearby plus 10 melee defense, so we'll see how long that lasts. Sigvald's fighting against army losses at this point, because if he loses his caster and he loses the Mirror Guard, he might just get army lost. I wonder if Slaanesh has had any army abilities I just haven't noticed going off, because I haven't noticed any going off. Or if he's just sitting on a whole bunch of, I guess not Winds of Magic, a whole bunch of army ability. Which, at this point, just spam the tier 1 ability. Does damage. Maybe causes a rampage, but you just gotta deal damage at this moment. Mirror Guard are routing. Sorcerer is back. Balance of Power is real bad. So Sigvald needs to finish killing some stuff before that bounce power gets even worse. Slaanesh Sorcerer running away. He's gonna rout though. Soul Grinder has one shot left. I would honestly just fire it at him since he has 0 leadership. Just like the being shot at by artillery would probably rout him off. Play it out or call it, let the people decide. It's our last game, we will ride it out. He gets shot at, so he gets the getting shot at by artillery debuff from the last shot, and he does hang on with 4 leadership. Siggy's fighting, but his heal cap is in sight. That's real bad. That is real bad. Soul Grinder's gonna start cycle charging, and it actually can do good work versus Sigvald. If he doesn't just beat its ass. Oh, Sorcerer Slaanesh randomly routes for no reason. Mirror Guard are back. Don't know why that thing routed. I'd argue call it. I don't have any power to do that. Says I kind of want to see who will do it. Will the spawn be remembered? The ones over in the corner? Nah. Nah, dude. Oh, wait. Son of Kieran's in the chat. You are in the game. Lol. You've done, like, no damage to the Festering Stooges, is what I'm most concerned about. Like, Sigvald's been fighting them forever and they're heal capped, and you've just done 0 damage. They have 59 melee defense. Oh, God. He was on -1 leadership. Yeah. He's back. He's coming into range for some reason. I have to assume he has some reason for coming back. So maybe he has a spell. He's currently getting charged. He's going to fall below leadership as soon as there's an enemy behind him, for sure. Enemy behind him. Getting grenade in the face. He's dead. Mirror Guard, 77 HP, 18 leadership. Seems legit. And it's over. It's over. Neckbet wins, but at what cost? Siggy Wiggy got 2,300 value chasing Kugoth around, 1,900 on the caster. Mirror Guard and Chaos Warriors did mixed, but all right. Hellstriders struggled. Skirmish Cav paid for themselves in gold. And Devoted Marauders did okay. Koogie Woogie, 3,000 damage value for him. 1,600 for the Soul Grinder. 1,800 for the Festering Stooges. About 1,200 and 1,400 for the other two Exalted Plague Bearers. Spawn were very mixed. One of them was sitting in the corner. And Marauders did Marauder things. Alrighty. That's the end of the stream today. I'm leaving now. Maybe to play more Age of Empires. Maybe to play some MechWarrior 5, even though I'm not sure how I feel about that game. Or maybe I'll go work out. I'm not entirely sure. But what I am sure of is I'm leaving this place now. Goodbye forever.